1, 2, 1, 2.
We can sport our glasses?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You like to, bro?
Yeah. Put the motherfuckers on, you know?
Yes, sir.
Low ride.
Yes, sir.
We're still a little bit early. Tina, shout out to you. Welcome to the Street Supporters.
We're going to pay some respect to the homie, Cam Flores. Long live Cam Flores. Long live Cam Flores. Condolences to his family, his friends, everybody. One of the greatest upcoming comedians in the world. Big shout out to Chicago, man. Chicago's great right there, Mr. Cam Flores. Yes, sir. I see everybody tapping in right there. I got one question. Casey, is it game time?
It's game time.
Well, let's get this shit popping there, baby. Yes, sir. Welcome to Hood Stocks on a Sunday evening. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. We got Chop City on the beat. Pour your drinks, light them blunts. Sunday evening.
Get that shit.
Get that, baby. Let's go. Feeling good when the red cups arrive.
The names have been changed to protect the innocent.
Got a blockbuster for you tonight. Harbor areas in the casa.
My little homie raps good too, shit.
Harbor areas in the casa.
Baby, Redondo North Side.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nothing but the greats up in here. You know how we do it. The bread and the butter of Hood Stocks. We taking it back. Feels good. It feels good. Goonies, I see ya. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. This evening's guest has just got done serving 22 years in prison. I want everybody to raise up off your futons and give it up for the great Creeper, Northside Redondo. Let's go.
Right.
Let's go, baby.
That's us.
Let's go, baby. How you doing, brother?
I'm good. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my dog.
Thank you.
I appreciate
for having
you.
me.
Yeah,
I appreciate it, man.
Yes, welcome to technology.
That's right. It's a trip, man.
It's a trip,
Never
huh?
done nothing like this before, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. But you know, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. You just, man, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. It is. And before we start, I got some gifts for you.
Thank you.
You know, I always take care. You know what, brother? I'll tell you this. The only individuals that first off that get paid to come to Hood Stocks is the homies that get out from stretches. So here's some gas money for you right here, dog.
Gracias. I appreciate that, man.
Absolutely. Bro, we have famous people on here. They don't get a dime from Hood Stocks. We just like you.
Right.
You lucky to be sitting on that side of the table, homie.
Yeah.
But the homies that come out, bro, after a stretch, we gotta support the streets, baby.
I appreciate it.
We got some Killakushcali for you
Thank
right there.
That's right. Put
Yeah.
that right there, though.
Yes, sir. And we got yourself little
Okay, yeah.
dress to impress. Shaka right there, baby.
Man, hey, hell yeah. That'll
2X,
work.
will that fit you?
Yeah, I'll put it on right now. Shit.
Shockaware.com. Use Hood
Yeah.
Stocks 15. Get yourself 15% off Shockaware. Okay, so how long have you been out for?
I've been out about a year already. I've been out about a year right now, man, and I did 22 years. I grew up in Redondo Beach, predominantly white neighborhood, you know, but we had a little section there, North Redondo, and it was a good area, you know, and a lot of people have the misconception that there's surfers out there and, you know, skateboarders, and there is, but there's that everywhere, you know, and where I grew up, before they did the regentrification, man, you know, we had that little area sewed up. You know, it was good. And little by little, just like they're doing in every neighborhood, I mean, they're pulling us out and putting us in jail and in juvenile halls and prisons and all that, man, you know what I mean? And but it's a nice area out there, you know?
Absolutely, brother. I mean, can you afford to live in Redondo now? I mean, I'm not
you know,
trying to put you in a position
no,
to talk about
know,
your finances.
right.
I can't afford to live in my neighborhood, bro.
No, you know, all that changed, man. You know, my parents had a house out there, and we lived out there. I was born right here in East Los Angeles, right off this street, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
But I was raised in Redondo Beach and grew up out there being my brothers. I had two brothers, you know. One of them was, you know, he was a complete opposite of what I am, and my other brother was. And, you know, we grew up in a neighborhood, you know, and he was a stoner. You know, I love the dude. He's a good dude, you know what I mean? But he's a little different, I mean.
Yeah.
And that area we grew up in, you know, being that it was predominantly white, you know, it was frowned upon, you know what I mean? North Redondo mainly was all raza out there, you know, it was all Mexicanos. And they put a gang injunction on us 1996, man. That's when they started doing that stuff. I think we were the first ones that got hit with that. And little by little, they started putting everybody in jail, you know. I had already been going to jail before that, though, man. Since I was 12 years old, I've been in and out of juvenile hall, camp, all that, man. And ended up getting caught up in the system, you know. I mean, I grew up riding a skateboard, you know, and doing all that stuff.
I did too, bro.
Yeah.
I was a skater before I got into my hood, bro.
Right.
When I got into my hood, I had long hair, bro. Long hair, ponytail, bro. White tee, Dickies, Vans, dog.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Hell no,
Shit,
bro. That was
you
my
know?
shit right there.
Yeah, we were kids, man, enjoying life. But I mean, you know, sometimes you get caught up in some shit.
Yes, sir.
And shit happens, man. You know what I mean? You know, your family. All I had was my mom and dad, really. You know, my grandma, rest in peace, and they were always working and stuff. So I mean, the streets was my family. You know, I ended up hanging around with the homeboys and stuff, partying, and got caught up doing that kind of stuff. And next thing you know, you get lost in that, man. And, you know, you get caught up in that blender and you get swept up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey, would you consider Redondo a little kind of like maybe Venice Beach in a sense?
It's a beach area, you know. Every neighborhood is different, man. Everybody, but you know what I mean. We but it's a culture, it's a lifestyle, man. I'm sure you can relate to what I'm talking about. You know, a lot of people do these things and they get involved in things for probably reasons that they don't even know what they're doing. You know, and I don't think they grasp how real it is. You know, and I try to talk to some of my little homies and tell them the same thing because I understood what I was doing. I mean, it was just a part of my life. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's a lifestyle and it's a culture.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, things change now from what I see. You know, I got out after doing all this time, and I was in a bubble. You know, and I get out and everything changed, man. Including the people, everything changed, man. I was expecting for things to be the same, man. And those of you that have been busted and did long stretches, I'm sure you can relate, right? You know what I mean? And it's a trip, man. It's a trip to say the least.
Well, you know, first off, brother, I know we're coming in kind of hot, baby.
Right,
we're diving in right away. But man, I'm happy, brother, that you're out, man.
Thank you.
And I hope that you don't ever see a cell again.
No, I'm not. No, that's it with that. You know what I mean?
That's it with that. Well, good to hear that from you, brother. And the only reason I asked about the Venice Beach and the Redondo question is because the movie. What was that movie? Nito, Dogtown?
Lords of Dogtown.
Oh, okay, I've never seen that one. I heard of it.
Bro, it's a badass movie, a skater movie.
Right,
and one of the main skaters, he ended up getting the Dogtown. So you know, it's just kind of like, you know, bro, I would have loved to grown up in that area, man. I want to surf. I want to do all that shit.
Yeah,
dog.
yeah. Well, I do that too. Shit, I know how to ride a surfboard. I ain't done it in a
bro.
minute, but I you know, I got me one now. Shit.
Are you gonna get back on one?
Yeah, I can't wait till summertime comes up. You know what I mean?
Bro, we gotta vlog that, bro. We gotta vlog that, bro. We would
get up on that thing,
bro.
you know?
We would love if you let us fucking follow you one day to the beach, bro,
Yes,
with the
sir.
camera, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we'll take care of you, bro. You know what I mean? We'll take care of you if you let us film you, bro. That'd be awesome, brother. So you haven't done it. So you learned how to surf back in the day.
I learned how to surf a little bit when, you know, before I got busted. You know, like I said, I grew up by the beach, man. You know what I mean? And
You'd be a fool not to, right?
Yeah, but check it out. Unfortunately, I live fucking 7 minutes away from the beach, but I was always in the streets. You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah, I got caught up in that, and it wasn't up until recently I started going there. You know what I mean? Busting down, working out, doing my little bar work, and fucking. I got me a little surfboard now, so I can't wait till it gets hot. Go get up in that water, you know, and enjoy this
Absolutely.
shit for once in my life. Actually, appreciate where I grew up at, because who else has that in their backyard? You know what I mean? Ain't nobody got that shit in their backyard.
Hell
Not
no.
too many people, you know. They got a river or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it took you all this time to finally be in.
To be appreciative, man, of the things. Because I don't take nothing for granted no more. That's, you know. Yeah, I mean, we could always sit up here and act like we're fucking this and that, but I went through some shit, man, that a lot of people don't. I mean, those of you that can relate to it understand that you don't take this shit for granted, man. You know what I mean? I got my whole life stripped away and fucking, you know, I've been incarcerated my whole life, man. You know, you get caught up in that, and like I said, it's just a process. You go in and out, man. You in and out, and it becomes, like I said, it's a culture and a lifestyle. You know what I mean? And it's just, you know, going to jail and juvenile hall, to me, it was just an extension of the hood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You come out here for a while, it's dead out here, fuck it, get busted and go right back and do the same thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the party don't stop, you know what I mean? Yeah. That's how I live my life, and you know what I mean? And then you get older and go through some things, and you realize that, fuck, you know what I mean? There's better, you know what I mean? There's something better.
Absolutely, man. And not all of us get to a point, unfortunately, right?
Yeah,
they get to a point where you can finally have the realization of what you've been missing out on.
Exactly.
And you are at a point in your life where, you know what, you had a lot of time to think about this. You had 22 years to think about this.
22 years, man. I had to think about it, and you know, like I said, at some point, because you know these people, you know, they take us away from our families as young kids and put us in these institutions. And it shouldn't be that way. I mean, no juvenile or anybody that's a minor should have to deal with something like that. You know what I mean? And that you know, that stuff's got to change. You know, because they should be given a chance.
Without throwing away the key.
Without throwing away the key, because really our brains don't form until after 26 years old, to where you mature until you're old enough to realize what the hell you're doing. You know what I mean? So
100%. Well, they put the R behind CDC now.
Right. Well, I mean, look, I'm gonna get into that in a little bit,
Yes,
because
sir.
California Department of Correction and Rehabilitation, I mean, I've been in prison my entire adult life up until now. You know what I mean? And any kind of rehabilitation, I've never seen it. You know what I mean? All they did was, you know what I mean, go to jail. Then they put us in a place called the security housing of the SHU. I'm sure you've heard of that.
Yes, sir.
And that's just another prison.
Within the prison.
Within
Yeah.
a prison. But I mean, it's the stuff that goes on there is, you know, most people don't make it out of that. You know what I mean? They don't make it out of that because they're either going to go crazy, they're going to lose their minds. I mean, it ain't for the weak. I tell you that. Only the strong survive. You know, and that's why I tip my hat to the fellas that actually endured and withstood the storm through all that, because it's not a joke. You know what I mean?
And I tip my hat as well to any man that can
go through that kind of stuff, because like I said, it's not a joke. I mean, these guys. I did about 11 years in there, and to me that's nothing, because there's dudes that were there 20 years, 30 years, 35 years. You know what I mean? Those guys right there sat there and suffered in silence. I mean, you know, as men,
suffer in silence.
Suffered in silence, because look at, as
we
men,
ain't cry babies.
We don't cry babies, but like I said, as men, you know, that's kind of stuff you don't talk about. You know what I mean? Because we're men. You know what I mean? And we're machos and fucking. You know, you don't discuss that kind of stuff.
It's from an older generation. It's an old school
Right.
mentality where we don't share kind of our feelings, right?
No, you know what I mean? It just
Like it can be potentially preyed upon as weakness.
well, it's not even that. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, you're raised in an environment where it's just
Man the fuck up, bro.
not even that. I mean, if you know, you got to go. You know what I mean? It's go time right there. So I mean,
100%.
you're raised in a situation and you really don't realize what's going on until you get caught up in that, and now you're just trapped somewhere. And I mean, everything's gone. You get everything stripped away from you. Everything. You got no celly, you got nothing. Nobody really to talk to. So I mean, you're doing these long stretches confined inside of just four walls right there with nothing but your thoughts. You know what I mean? So if you're weak-minded, you're not gonna make it. You know what I mean? You're not gonna make it.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers go crazy in there. Excuse my language, but I mean,
You're good, brother. So
Yeah,
starts.
yeah.
Let me do something real quick, guys. Nito, can you try to get some of the smoke out? And my dogs, please, dog, can we
Yeah.
because I see the screen is smoky as shit.
Tone
and
that
then,
down.
And then sometimes my cameras get a little glitchy, bro, with a lot of smoke. And you guys are like fucking trains over there right
these
now.
motherfuckers been smoking.
I see Big Dog with the Dodger shirt on. He's just like,
and a cast. He got smoke coming out of his cast and shit.
bro, even his shoes are smoking, bro. You know what I mean? My dog
Oh, he got
has
smoke coming out of his hair.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Much love and respect,
yeah.
my dogs.
Put that out for right now. We can do without that right now. Come on now.
And so, I wanna get a timeline going, brother.
Right.
I want to rewind. How you feel?
Okay,
dog?
I feel good, man.
You feel
Thank
good,
for,
dog?
I do. You know what I mean? At first, I was a little nervous. I've never done nothing like this, but I mean, to me, it's positive. I feel the public should hear about this kind of stuff.
100%, brother. And you're a pillar within your community. Is that safe to say?
Yes. I would say that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and absolutely.
But I also want to say this. Can I speak on something real
100%,
quick?
brother.
You know, I've been watching. This stigma that we get. It's unfortunate, man, because you got a lot of dudes that get out and they get handed, secondhand, third-hand information that gets regurgitated and is fucking garbage, man. And they go and speak about some stuff that they don't even know what the hell they're talking about. You know what I mean? They come on, not here, but I'm just speaking in general. These other podcasts or go and whatever they do, and they're fabricating information, man, and not realizing that these other people on their side, man, they're human beings, man, and these guys have been in there, like I said, 20, 30, 40 years. And every time they go try to get in a situation where they're about to go home, they come out with something like that, some BS, that because people run their mouths and they get themselves stuck in a situation where they get in trouble, you know what I mean? Or whatever they're going through.
They get reprimanded because of jackets that are being put on them.
Yeah, or whatever. They go in there and get caught up and you know what I mean, get caught up in some bullshit dope and they're weak. They're weak, you know what I mean?
You're talking about that side.
That kind of stuff.
Okay,
and then
I'm
they
sorry.
go and do something and start making up stories and telling on people and saying a bunch of stuff like that. Like,
oh yeah. Well, they're trying to get themselves a fucking way out the situation, right?
Yes, but it's hurting other people that are actually trying to go home, and they're good dudes. I look at some of the most smartest, most intelligent people I've ever met in my life have been in prison. Some of the best times of my life, maybe it's because I've been in jail my whole life, but I mean, you know what I mean? But some of the best times of my life have been spent behind there, man. I grew up in jail.
Yes.
As a kid. I've been going to jail since I was 12 years old,
Creeper, you know what you know, brother.
Right.
And you feel what you feel.
Yes.
And what you're feeling and what you're saying is true, brother. I ain't done it no way close to the time that you've done, bro. My hat off to you, bro, as a man,
Thank
and
you.
being able to sit here and have a fucking, being articulate and have a thorough conversation.
Right.
I commend you on that. But it's not surprising, bro, because I've had since the beginning, I've had a lot of homies like yourself come on here after stretches, bro, and fucking genius, bro.
Yeah.
Like genius in the sense of just like, wow, dog, you know what I mean? I know how you did your time, you know what I mean? You read books and you got
Read books, studied, learned how to make things. I mean, I made something happen when we had nothing. You know what I mean? And that's what they do. You know what I mean? Now you in jail, you go in prison, you go to the hole, and you got a radio in there, and you got a book and all kinds of stuff, man. When I used to go to the hole, there was nothing in that motherfucker, not even a spider web. You know what I mean? There wasn't nothing up in that bitch. You know what I mean? You go in there, you fucking got to learn how to fucking do something. Now you're gonna go crazy. You know what I mean? You go
Yes.
stir crazy in that motherfucker.
What I wanted to say too, Creeper, is Hoodstocks has been advocating for fellas like yourself, like myself, since the beginning.
And I appreciate it. I don't mean to cut you off,
No,
but I
absolutely.
appreciate and respect it because, I mean, like I said, it's positive. And a lot of these other platforms don't do that for us. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what? I felt like I'm trying to still take this to mainstream media, and I believe that one day I will get it there, bro. Because all of us, like you're a brick in the wall, bro.
Right.
And we've created a great and amazing foundation within this building, right? All these bricks in the wall of great stories like yourself, and people, bro. Like I know this interview, it's gonna go viral, bro. It's gonna go crazy, bro. Because you're a real one, bro. You know what I mean? Out for 22 years, 11 years in the Pelican Bay shoot. We're going to get into all that, right?
Right,
But
right.
anyways, this is like unprecedented in the sense of not all the time can I have a pillar within your side of the community get on the podcast.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so once again, I thank you, brother. And I feel like we're just in the beginning right now doing some great work with this episode. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so what I want to do, bro, is I want to create somewhat of a timeline so we can go down that timeline and understand the journey that you have taken within your
Okay.
life. You know what I mean? And so moms and pops, it seemed like they're blue collar.
Yeah, they're just middle class. They're first generation Mexicans. You know what I mean? They're
first
straight
generation.
Mexicanos. They came across this side and landed in Redondo Beach.
place to live.
Good place to live. But
Yeah.
that's what I mean. A lot of people get this misconception. They hear Redondo Beach and right away. You know what I mean? I don't even let it piss me off no more. I hear it and I laugh about it actually because it's nothing. You know
Well, it
what I mean?
sounds like, bro, if you want to piss you off, bro, say something dumb about Redondo Beach. I mean,
No, but these people there's always gonna be somebody in the comments saying some fucking J-cat shit or running their mouth or bumping their gums and saying something. Like I said, I don't even let it get to me no more. When I was young, when I was these kids' age,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
On
And fucking,
site.
freak out and fucking trip out and now I just laugh about it because they're idiots. You know what I mean? And they don't understand. They hear something not knowing the history. We go back to the 40s. You know what I mean? The early 40s. My neighborhood goes back way back then. You know what I mean? And it probably goes back a little further than that. You know what I mean? But so
Crazy.
it's been around for a long time.
Damn.
It's
Redondo been around that long,
Redondo
huh?
been around forever, man. It has. We got some good dudes that came up out of there. You know what I mean? Some solid camaradas, man. Some good men. And
Shout out to Redondo, man. Shout out to Redondo.
and all my homeboys watching, at least the ones, the real ones. I mean, I salute you guys, man. The ones that are still around, and you guys know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Shout out to all
There's not that many real dudes left, though. And I'm seeing this happen everywhere, and it's because we're getting pulled up off the streets, getting caught up in these situations where they, you know what I mean, we get busted and then we're not given a chance after. I'm fortunate, man. I shouldn't even be here right now. You know, man, I got blessed and got a break and was able to come home, you know, and I couldn't even believe it because I don't want to. You talk. If not, I'm going to get sidetracked. You know what I mean?
You're good, bro. You know what? You do what you do.
Yeah,
baby.
no. Well, I'm just saying because in 2011, you know, man, in the Bay, I ended up reading some case law because my family had paid a lawyer. I mean, like I said, my family's first generation Mexicans. They had nothing. I mean, they had to work for what they had, and we didn't have too much, you know. And when I got busted at the time, I was 24 years old, and I mean, even then, I mean, at 24, you think you're a little older, but I was out there. What did I know? You know what I mean? I'd been busted. The longest I had been out was, 92 days? I mean, I got out 2000, stayed out for 12 days.
Yeah.
Got busted again and stayed out for about, you know what I mean, 90-something days and got right busted again. Then I picked up 27 years and 8 months. You know what I mean? So this is the longest I've been out since I was 12 years old, and it's a trip, man. And I'm finally appreciative, and I don't take none for granted, man. I wake up every morning and just look outside, and because being confined in the Bay, you don't see nothing. Nothing. You got these big, you got a yard the size, probably the size, a little smaller than this room right here, you know?
Yeah.
There's nothing there. And they got these big walls, and you just walk in circles. And this is coming after being in a cell all day. Let you out for an hour and a half if you want, you know what I mean? So you're just really going from a cell to another cell, and that's what you deal with all day, you know what I mean? You got, there's 8 cells in a pod. So, and everybody that's been there knows it's either gonna be, it's black and white, there's no gray area, so it's either gonna be noisy or it's gonna be quiet, and it's crazy. Like I said, it's not for the weak, you know what I mean? So you gotta find your little, your program and you're gonna figure out who you are as an individual right there for sure. You know, you're really gonna figure yourself out right there because, like I said, a lot of people go crazy in that place, man. I've seen people lose their minds, good dudes, you know, but they just.
You have any? Can you share any stories about someone losing their mind?
I mean, I'll share one situation. It was a northerner, man. This guy pulls up. He's 22 years old, I'm gonna say, and you know he comes over there, and the guy was normal, what it seemed, but and I was the kind of guy that had been in the hole so long already where I could just look at somebody and say, this fucking guy's gonna last 4 months at most. You know what I mean? He's gonna last 4 or 5 months. He lasts any more than that, he might be around for another month or so after. He's gonna fucking cat out or something's gonna happen. You know what I mean? But and that's what happened. I mean, this guy fucking pulls up and in about 2 months after being there, he's fucking hearing shit coming out of the vents and fucking people are talking about weird shit.
And you were over there whispering in his pants.
I may have antagonized him a little bit. I mean, you gotta find but because in the midst of all that shit, you do gotta find some kind of entertainment. I mean,
So it's true then.
you do. I'm not, I'm not saying that to talk loose or nothing like that. But you know what I mean? Those, like I said, those people that know, they know. But I mean, But at this, on the flip side of that, it's fucked up because I mean, it's a human being, right?
Yeah.
And the guy's being put in that fucking situation over some bullshit, and I don't even think he realizes what the fuck he has coming. You know what I mean? Because once you get there, you ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? You're just they'll never let you out of there. I mean, I'll get into that and talk about that in a little bit as far as how we actually got out of the fucking shoe and got back to the main. I was like going to the streets. You know what I mean? To me, getting out of there and finally hitting a main line, a general population yard, it was like going home, shit. You know what I mean? I've fucking been stuck stagnant in a fucking box for fucking 11 years and got these other dudes 15, 20, 30 years. That's fucking nuts. You know what I mean? It's crazy. So, I mean, shit, imagine that. Imagine just being stuck in here for that long with the same fucking people, with the same people in some's gonna fucking, your mind, if you're not strong, your mind, you're gonna fold like a lawn chair, you know what I mean? You're gonna fold up, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so back to the northerner dude though, man, he just didn't, he was hearing things through the fucking,
he was hearing shit,
it
wasn't
Creeper.
No, it wasn't me, no, it was his fucking mind, fucked up mind, he was weak-minded, the guy went to jail and just fucking ends up in a situation where it was for it wasn't for the weak, man, and it's unfortunate. I mean, at the time I thought it was funny, but I mean,
in hindsight, it's like fucked up.
It's fucked up because that's what I mean. And this is the system that we are put in, that they're putting us in these situations where they just leave you there, man. And so they call themselves the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitations, and I've been in prison my entire life, man, in the juvenile systems since I was 12 years old, and I've never had no type of rehabilitation at all. If anything, you learn how to do worse shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They put you there in
If you were in a position of power, what would be your suggestion for an alternative?
My suggestion for an alternative would be the humane thing to do would be to not listen or go off of these arbitrary fucking rules that they make and create and impose upon us to keep us there. I get it, it's a business. Everything's money, right? I guess everything's money. You know what I mean? They warehouses our entire lives. Warehouses, literally. And then they got to a point where it was getting overcrowded. They realized it because, they put you in there at a young age. They give you 1,000 years of life or life without. You're going to get old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's going to start costing them money.
Yes, sir.
So what happens then? I mean, now they got to figure something out because you put all these people in prison. I don't even think they even fucking thought about that because, like I said, they didn't give it to me. Those people aren't humans to me because the way they treat us. You know what I mean? And if I'm saying that, and I've been in prison my whole life, and I mean, I still have some empathy and have compassion for people. It's a cold world in there, man. And the way they treat people in there, it's excuse my language, it's fucked up.
What do you think if they, instead of maybe if they broke down the time, right? Say we break down the time, and we're like, man, we're just gonna, all right, for the first 3 to 5 years, or I don't know, I'm just throwing something out, right, bro?
Right.
You're gonna be in prison, and then after that, you keep cool, you good, bro. Now you're gonna go into a rehabilitation center. I mean, you think something like that?
Yeah, have some kind of some kind of program where they have these steps to where they at least give you something to do because like I said, I've never seen that on these level 4 yards, 180 yards don't have nothing.
And that's all you've been at is level 4 yards?
That's it. I've done my entire time on a level 4, 180 or a shoe. I've never been on no other yard.
And is that by choice?
It was by design. I'm gonna say it was by design because okay, look at this, man. I'm gonna tell you right now. If you let a little kid into a candy store, what's he gonna do?
He's gonna eat some candy.
He's gonna eat some candy. Okay, so now you got, we go to prison, man, and you gotta fend for yourself. You're going into a place that you don't even know what it is right there, man, and it's it's wild, man. It's wild to say that, it's crazy. So you go in there and you start learning some things, and you get caught up in a situation where you're gonna learn real fast. Like I said, who you are at first, because
Yeah.
you know, I mean, it's not a joke.
Well, the prison is not going to turn you into a fucking church boy, a choir
No,
boy. You know what I mean? It's going to corrupt you. You know what I mean? And by design,
Watch.
Yeah.
Not to cut you off, but with
No,
that,
go ahead, bro.
watch. With that being said, here you got these people that created these prisons, right? Supposedly to rehabilitate people, and then they want to put these labels on you. Okay, so let me see if people understand this. You're going to tell me you're going to take me out the streets and put me inside of a prison, and then punish me for being around gang members? Well, you put us all together.
Yeah.
And what are you going to get out of that? So not give us nothing to do, and then put us in situations where you're going to put us in the hole, and then leave you there forever.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And it wasn't up until we did that hunger strike until we got out of there. You know, but that took decades. Like I said, I'm not one to complain. I mean, to me, 11 years is nothing. You got other dudes that got left behind. They did 15, 20, 30 years, over 30 years in that place, man. And to me, what who does that to somebody, man? Do you think that somebody like that does that doesn't give a shit about them? You think they got compassion?
It's not humane, bro.
It's not humane at all. Now, I
No.
could say it without even committing an infraction, man. You know what I mean? It's all administrative, meaning that if you, but say, Lucky, you go in there right now, and just because you got them tattoos right there, right?
Yes, sir.
And then you're hanging around with me or somebody else. So now you're going to go to the hole, and you're going to be there for fucking 10 years, 15 years. You think that's fair?
It's not fair, bro.
It ain't cool, man. It's not.
Or another scenario, say there's a weak link, or not necessarily a weak link, but maybe a weak mind, right?
A weak link.
A weak link.
A weak link. We call it that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We're being real, you know?
That is trying to escape the immediate environment.
Right.
And they go and say, maybe debrief or tell some false information.
Right.
Now, sometimes maybe information might be real, but I'll say a lot of times they're trying to get out the immediate situation, and they get other individuals that potentially could be trying to get out their situation, right?
Right.
And they put them in a deeper situation just because.
But just because they were coerced into doing the shit and forced into doing it because they got themselves in a situation that they got to get out of, right?
Yeah.
And they're capitalizing on that and punishing you for some shit you don't even know about, man. Is that cool?
I don't think it's cool, bro.
It ain't.
Yeah.
To me, it's not even about that. Now I understand if we do it, and you get busted for the shit, okay, then you're gonna get punished and give me what I got coming. But to sit there and have these fucking rules in there that they create and impose them upon people and punish them for the rest of their fucking lives. When I mean, I thought this is supposed to be one of the best countries in the world, right?
Yeah.
And yet they fucking keep us in prison forever and don't ever give nobody a chance. You know what I mean? And they created a whole fucking mess in there. They know it, and they don't even know how to deal with this stuff now. You know?
Yeah.
They don't. They don't. You know? I mean, I was there. I've lived through that stuff, and like I said, I got a break. I'm out here, and although it's hard, I've been out here. I'm no different than those guys been sitting there for 30, 40 years. I mean, they're older already, man. Their minds changed, and they want better. You know,
They want better.
They want better. You know what I mean? They're actually doing good things, man. They're, you know what I mean, doing these fundraisers, raising tens of thousands of dollars for the community. They never get no acknowledgement for that, man. The cops take credit for that. They're doing a whole bunch of stuff, going to college, all these academic things that they're doing, achievements that they're getting on their own. Nobody's making them do that. They're doing that for themselves because they want better.
Yeah.
And then when they go to the parole board, they go and take what some dude fucking says and run with that. That's bullshit. They even know it's bullshit, but
Yeah.
that's something that they utilize that as a
Yeah.
weapon
To keep the man
keep
down.
you there, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I guarantee you this, man. You let those dudes out of there, man. And a lot of those guys belong out here, man. They do. They belong home already. They've been in jail since they were kids. For you know, everybody makes mistakes, right?
Yes,
Everybody does. But I mean, does anybody deserve to be punished for the rest of their lives and then go in there and get tortured? Because that's what they're, like I said, we don't like discussing this kind of stuff because we're men, right? But you're fucking suffering in silence, man. You're being tortured. Mentally fucking, it's fucked up. You know what I mean? You in the whole, you'll be mailed from your family. If you got a girl, you lose your girl because you never hear from her, and everything gets fucked up. I didn't use a fucking phone for almost 10 years.
Why is that?
We weren't able to. You know what I mean? For what reasons? Who knows? But none of that. Then you get mail, they take it. They think there's gang talk in there. It's just all mind games, man. It's just a big old mind fuck, man. You know.
So you think that the system is potentially trying to mentally break these
I don't
individuals
think
down?
I know. I'm not going to speak on something that I don't know 100% on, right? I'm not going to assume nothing or
And
what.
you know 100%
I
on
know
this.
100% it's been proven, man. Those guys, that whole place, they designed it to break people and to get them to fucking crack it so they can, you know what I mean, for whatever reason they had or what, but it was fucked up. And in the process of that, they destroyed a lot of human beings because, I mean, humans are social. We're social creatures, right? We talk. Look what we're doing now. We're having a conversation, right?
Yeah.
So if they leave you in a room by yourself all day, in a cell all day by yourself, and they put you in a yard where you're just walking in circles with fucking nothing but some boxers, I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To do that to somebody and to even fucking argue the fact that what they're doing is right, they're fucking idiots. Those guys are criminals. You know what I mean? They deserve to be fucking punished for that shit because, I mean, come on, who does that? I mean, I wouldn't do that to somebody. You can't even put a fucking dog on a chain for too long or stick him in a car, right? Because what? And that's a dog.
You know what I thought about right now
You know
while
what I
you're
mean?
saying this, bro? What if everybody that worked inside CDC or any jailhouse, right? And before you got that job, you had to spend 3 days in a cell.
They're not gonna make it past the first day. They're pussies. You know what I'm
But,
saying?
but do you feel what I'm saying?
I
it
know
might
what
it
you're
might
saying.
change the perspective on just in general across the board,
Can
bro.
we vape in here?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I get one of those cigarettes, bro?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I stopped vaping, but I'll smoke a cigarette once in a while, dog.
What, can I smoke one too? I don't want to
Yes,
smoke
sir.
too much.
Yeah,
but
no, you're
shit,
good.
we're chopping it up. Well, shit,
Yeah,
I'm
we
about to run about a little.
Yeah,
A little fireball right there. My bad. I'm not feeling good to the motherfucker. It's all right. Shit.
Yeah. So you know, brother, let's
You got a lighter?
Yes, sir. We got a lighter right here. Here you go, my dog. Hey, Nito, can you get him? Shout out to my boy Nito, Eastside Weed Mas.
What's up? We my Harbor in the house, baby. What's happening?
Harbor area, dog. Nito, let me get an ashtray, dog.
We got my little homies Knuckles right here, Risky and Smiley, man. I just want to give them a little shout out too. Can I
Yeah.
give two more shout outs?
Bro, give me.
To my boy Criminal from Eastside Torrance, baby. I love you, homie. Stay up, homie. Stay strong. But you won't be out one day, homie. I said mine's, homie. Papa J too. I send all my love to all you guys right there, man. I ain't forgot about nobody, you know. All the real ones right there, man, that are there dealing with a bunch of BS, man. I hope you guys get to see what I see right now, man. It's beautiful out here, man. Just to be able to walk outside and look up and breathe some free air, man, feels good, you know? And not hear a goddamn toilet flush.
Amen, man. And you respect to the fellas as well, man. You know what I mean? Shit, man. I mean, since I've been out for these 10 years, man.
Right.
10, 11 years, man. There hasn't been, and I finally got my life together, right?
Right.
And you know what? All the time, so all these years, bro, the homies reach out to me, bro, and I still send them the 40, send them the 50, you know what I mean?
Right,
Send them the $20,
right.
dog. Hey, dog, get at me next month, bro. It's a little rough right now, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you don't forget.
Hell no,
Yeah,
homie.
'cause
Hell
you know
no,
you've
bro.
been there.
Hell no,
Yeah.
homie, I don't forget, bro. I'm in a great position in regards to ever in my life, bro. You know what I mean? So the homies always touch down. I got lifer homies, bro, from my hood, little fools from different hoods, bro, that I've known forever, dog.
Right.
Bam, homie. You know what I mean? Like, always show love, dog. Don't ever, sometimes people like, bro, you don't forget where you come from because you know how that shit is,
don't
dog.
ever lose sight of that, man.
Nah,
Don't
never,
ever lose
dog.
sight of that.
Never, my
Like
dog.
I said, you see, to me, look at it, what you said right now, because it's a lifestyle, it's a culture. It's not a, to me, I didn't just do something with 1 foot in.
Yeah.
Thinking I was just gonna do it it was a phase. It's a lifestyle. I lived it.
Yeah.
And you did too. But like you said, at some point you grow up.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You change. You want better, right? But
Yeah.
you don't forget where you came from.
Yeah. And that's
Don't ever forget where you come from. And that's what's going on right now. I hear a lot of these dudes out here that I see, man. They just it's different, man. I don't want to say nothing else. It's just fucking I don't understand it sometimes, but maybe I'm fucking lost. I don't know, shit.
Maybe I'm behind times.
Yeah, maybe I'm behind time. I was stuck in a bubble my whole fucking life.
Well, you know what, brother? Every day you're out here, every day you will grow. You know what I mean? You're never too old or young to grow, right? You know what I mean? And especially since you've been gone all your life. My dog, like, man, you have so much to catch up on. You have so much life to live right now. Let's think about the timeline on this. What was it, 2001 you went in on that stretch?
Yeah, the end of 2001.
End of 2001, and you got out in what? 20
to 23.
23.
December 23, man.
Bro, think about what it was, my dogs, Goonies, everybody. I love you guys. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Also, too, we're gonna throw in we're gonna put the homies Cash App up there too. You guys throw the homies some gas money, bro. You know what I mean? We always do this for the fellas to get out, bro. Do you got a Cash App or something?
I don't, man. I don't even know. I don't know how to use none of this shit. I'm still learning. But these guys, these guys can help me. These guys know a lot more than me.
When you guys get your Cash App to him so we can put it up there, bro. You know what I mean? And then make sure your boy get the money, bro. Hey, dog, only $50 came in, homie.
and, you know, these guys, I want to tell the public this because there's always people in there that fucking talk shit and say something. And these are the motherfuckers that are sitting on a sofa scared to come out their fucking house and they ain't done nothing.
Are you reading those comments?
I don't even trip on this shit, but I just...
well, look at the one fool. Lucky owes fool $100 for this exclusive interview. Dog, if you watch the beginning of the podcast, homie, I handed the boy some money, dog.
Homie, he don't know me nothing, homie. Listen, that's a camarada right there. And to me, he's allowing me on his platform to come out here and express some things that people, you know, usually you come up here and hear some idiot talk about a bunch of garbage, you know, regurgitated information that ain't even real, and they go and cross people up and harm people that are really trying to go home, man. And so you guys go ahead if you feel good and laugh at that, man, but you guys are idiots too, man. No disrespect, but I mean, you guys say some shit like that, man, don't even know what you're talking about, and you've been sitting on a sofa your whole life, ain't done nothing. You know what I mean? I ain't never been through nothing. You would have lasted a fucking week in that place. You know what I mean?
Well, I'll say this on the flip side. Stay on that sofa, bro. Stay on that sofa.
Stay because there and just go ahead and type whatever you're typing right there, man. That's all you're good for.
Those are the keyboard warriors. Those are cell soldiers, bro.
Yeah,
you know
like I said, I don't want to get out here and disrespect anybody, but it's a trip that, you know, people do. But like I said, it's entertainment. They're probably being entertained. They ain't got nothing better to do.
You'll get used to it, bro. You'll get used to it.
The old ladies are running to the dirt, whatever they're going through it. But I mean, fuck.
Well, after they get done being a keyboard warrior, they got to go and wash the dishes.
Yeah, go wash dishes and do all that shit while their old lady comes home after being with some.
After welcoming Creeper home.
Yeah, you know what I mean? After I'm jumping out the back door and shit, they're coming home, you know what I mean?
Hey, man, it happens all the time, man. We laugh at it, but it's real life, dog, you know what I mean? Shout out to all the homegirls out there, you know what I mean? Savages.
It's hard work. I salute you guys, though. Good job.
Somebody got to do it, man.
Somebody got to do it.
Yes, sir. But I wanted to reflect. I wanted to reflect Creeper, and I want to reflect Goonies. Everybody that's tapped in. Shout out to all 800 people. You got 800 people right here listening to you,
that's
brother.
Good.
You know what I mean?
That's good. Hopefully more come on there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit.
This is great. This is amazing. But the timeline in 2001, what was happening? There was no internet. I mean, there was internet, but there wasn't. It was just Casey. Tell us about the birth of the internet, little man with the hat on.
Charlie Chaplin.
He said
Charlie Chaplin.
He said Charlie Chaplin, bro. We give this dude hell, bro.
Yeah,
you know
he's cool, man. Shit.
Well, he done time one time, but he went in as a Fifi, dog. Yeah. He was a Fifi, bro.
They came out. They were playing bingo. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be talking like this right here, man. But you know what I mean? If I'm out of line, just
no, you good, bro. Right. Let's both stay in line. I mean, both of us, bro. You know what I mean?
Chopping it
up.
No,
but we have fun, bro. We talk a lot of shit right here, dog. You know what I mean? What happened right here?
No, you're good.
Okay.
I just got to pin the comment.
For sure. Yeah, there we go. Okay, but I was just thinking about, bro, when you went in, now you come out to this technology, homie. The technology is crazy. Man. Where now you reading comments and you can be affected by comments because it can piss you off on someone talking about something that you don't know. But little do you know, it's a dude in the basement of his mom's house in pajamas and teddy bear slippers on. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like. So I had to learn in the beginning, bro. Because sometimes I'm not reading comment like, homie, you don't know me, dog. So now I'm like a dog in the rain. You know, the dog, the water just rolls off the fur.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, like oil and water.
And then I just shake this shit off, dog. Right. Get everybody wet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, exactly, dog. You know, so the technology, you get out here. You've been out here a year, brother. What do you have? You have an iPhone? Look like you got a big dog phone.
I got an Android. I got a goddamn Android right there, man.
Okay.
It's just a regular phone.
Okay, and so how
it works.
And you've learned how to use it?
I've learned how to use it, and I still don't even know half the stuff that you could do on there. You know what I mean? I'm still learning. Emails and all that shit, I'm still learning what that is. You know, I'm going to college now and doing all that, and I had to learn how to do emails and register. And that was even hard to do, you know? Because they don't teach none of that shit in prison.
Yeah.
They don't teach you how to do nothing. I mean, now they're starting to have these little Excel classes in start, you know, they're helping people figure things out like that, which is good because everybody fucking needs to learn that. It's what it is, you know what I mean? We're so behind in there, shit. We're still listening to CDs in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Pass around CDs and maybe some tapes still floating around.
I didn't see no tapes. Maybe a couple people had some tapes, Super 3, Super 2s, you know?
Yes, sir.
You remember those?
Yeah, when they had the photo duckets and all that good
Hell
shit.
yeah. Well, they bought those back.
Oh, they brought the photo
Yeah, they
duckets
bought the
back?
photo duckets back now. So
Okay.
now you can take pictures and shit. So that's cool, you know?
Okay, yeah. Last time I was down, Calipat 4-yard, pro from there.
That's where I left from.
Okay, I was on B yard, and then that was like in end of 2006. Got out, stayed out, went back in, and ended up in ADC, bro. I went out Arizona. But anyways, last time I paroled was from Arizona Department of Corrections, from going out there one night partying too hard, bro,
Right.
and catching a case, dog. You know what I mean?
Way out
that's crazy.
in Arizona?
Yeah, I went out there one night, bro.
What happened, man?
Yeah, you know, bro, I'm a fucking drug addict, bro. I mean, I used to
Yeah.
be a drug addict, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I like to have fun, bro.
Yeah,
I like to have too much
Shit,
fun.
who doesn't?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, who doesn't?
But anyways, brother, you know, we live and we learn, brother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if we don't ever learn, then we're not going to be able to live. We're not going to be able to see what you're seeing now.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean? So let's talk about the person that went in and the person that's out now.
Okay, so the person that went in, man, like I said, you know, I was young, man, since I was 12 years old, in and out of juvenile hall, and got caught up right there. You know, I grew up riding a skateboard, man, and through that, me and my friends, my homeboys, you know, started hanging out with the older homeboys and partying, fucking doing drugs, and you know, you just get, like I said, you get swept up or caught up in a blender, and before you know it, I mean, you know, you have your little crowds, right?
Yes, sir.
There's always those dudes that are gonna go party with girls and do that kind of shit, and they come out on the weekends, you know what I mean? And then you got the ones that do the thing, you know what I mean, whatever they're doing, and then you got those that are on the street all day and night.
Yes, sir.
That was me. I was always out on the streets. To me, the streets was my home. I mean, the hood. That was the hood was my family.
Yes, sir.
So, you know, with that comes, you know, you get caught up in going to jail and all that, because I mean, you're only gonna last so long out there. And for those guys that have been out there forever, never been to jail one time, I stay away from them, because how the hell they been out for 20, 30 years and never been to jail a day in their lives? Shit, that's a flag. You know what I mean? I didn't realize it at the time, but I mean, now that I look back now, it's like, okay, now I know what to stay away from, because these guys been out there and
You're talking about dudes that were a part of the game that never went to jail.
yeah, I crossed the street and got 7 years. You know what I mean? So I mean, fuck, these guys been out here doing a bunch of shit and hanging out, and they've been at home on a sofa, texting now and shit, doing weird shit. You know what I mean?
You know what? Can you talk about what you initially went in for initially was it 27 years they gave you?
27 years, 8 months. You know, yeah. Well, you know, me and a couple homeboys were partying that night, man. We went out. You know what I mean? And I had just actually got out of jail, man. I was out for probably about a month and a half, and got a job and was working. And but like I said, to me, I was always on the street, and the hood. You know, the hood came first.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Family come first, right?
Yeah,
the hood, which
yeah,
is family,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I mean, I really don't have too much family.
Yeah.
So, like I said,
Well, I mean, in the sense of what you
Yeah.
said, that the hood becomes the family.
well, it is a family.
Yes,
To me, it
exactly.
was. It, like I said, to me, it was a life. It was a culture. It was a lifestyle. You know what I mean? I went full force with it.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
and I was out there every day in the field. You know what I mean? And I look at it like it was normal. I wasn't doing nothing wrong. You know what I mean? I was just out there doing what I thought was right.
You thought what you were supposed to be doing.
What I was supposed to be doing, man.
Yeah.
So you know, me and a few homies went out one night and got caught up in some shit right there in the neighboring city, and there had been some things going on, man, and you know, it was crazy. You know, for the month and a half I was out, it was just fucking, it was chaotic. You know, to put it in so many words, I don't want to say too much, but you know, we got caught up in a situation where some shit cracked off and pulled up at a gas station, left from there. Next thing you know, I pull up home and there's motherfucking ghetto birds and sheriffs and all kinds of shit fucking pulled us over and ended up in jail, you know?
Yeah.
You know, and from there I ended up losing my life pretty much.
Can you say what the charges were?
The charges were I got charged for a shooting for it was a shooting they accused us of and an assault and just different things and the gun being the next felon with a gun, and from there came all those fucking enhancements. That's really when they started cracking down on things. You know what I mean? They started adding the 10 years for the gun.
Yeah.
10 years for the gang enhancement, 5 years for priors. So I got fucking 25 years for nothing.
Yeah.
Just based on priors, you know what I mean? Which that's why I'm home now, because
It's a cold shot too.
It's a cold shot.
They took that away now, right?
I mean, they can't. In order for them to use it, it's got to be fucking concrete. So they can't hit you with dual enhancements. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So they give you 10 years for the gun, 10 years for the gang enhancement. That's illegal. That's how I got home, man.
Now it's illegal.
Now it's illegal. It's
now
always
deemed
been illegal.
No, it always has
It's
been.
always been illegal, but they fucked everybody over in order to take everybody off the street.
Yes.
And that's where that generational gap came in, where you got all these fucking kids out here with weird haircuts and Edgars and fucking, you know what I mean? And because no disrespect to anybody, I mean, to each their own.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm used to seeing, you grew up in the neighborhood, right? So
Yes, sir.
we were always raised a certain way, and it was a stilo where, like I said, it's a culture, it's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And certain things, and I come out here and it just fucking changed. I mean, so.
Yeah. And so how was it? What was your thought process when you got handed that hefty sentence? I mean, what was your thought process? Did it take a minute for you to really for that to sink in? I mean, or you just hit the floor running, you hit the yard running?
Man, look. I didn't even, like I said, but when I got busted, like I said, to me it was just another extension of the hood, because you get busted. It's the party don't stop. You go there, all the homies are there, and everybody, and it's the same face, it's just different places. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
really, it's just really I'm going home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I come out here to visit, and that was my mind frame. Come out here for a few months, and it gets boring. There ain't nobody out. Fuck it, man. You get busted, and you get caught up in a situation where I'm going home. All the fellas are there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%, bro.
So that's the way I live my life, and going in, that was my mind frame, and maybe because, like I said, they throw us in as kids, you don't know any fucking better. We already grew up. I mean, I went to jail at 12 years old before I even had a fucking hair on my balls. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man, and they leave you in there, and you learn a whole bunch of shit, and fucking it's a trip, man.
Yeah, and so you know what I mean, and so it kind of like going in so young, it you know what I mean, it kind of like, I hate to use the word groom.
Yeah, well, you're molded.
You're molded into you adapt.
Yes.
You adapt to it, so it's no longer like foreign land or foreign living. Like, it's just now they have made this an extension of part of the lifestyle,
an extension of the hood. You know what I
an
mean?
extension of the hood, but at the same time, we have to take accountability in the sense of, if we, if there's a law and we break it, well, we got to do the time, you know what I mean? But now the way they're handling these sentences, like you said, the illegal way of enhancements and all the other stuff is a whole nother ball game. Now we're talking about, you know what I mean? Now you guys are taking this to a whole nother level with reprimanding the individual on the situation, opposed to saying, hey, this dude has been, all right, he's in a situation right now, you know what I mean, where you got the 27 years, but why aren't we not looking into the past and saying, hey, you know what, this dude's been here since 12 years old, man.
Right,
you know, and the system has, by design, you said, by design, the system corrupts young men, and it sets them on this path where they say, like, fuck it, this is now a part of the lifestyle, this is what it is, and we gonna live it, opposed to maybe showing young boys, young men a different side of life. You know what I mean? Do you get what I'm saying, brother?
Or help, or really
help
rehabilitate
them.
you.
There you
Do
go. That's
something other than stick you in a place that they created. It's just a goddamn fucking place for crazy people. That's all it is. Never intended to help anybody. I mean, they put a bunch of garb out there, and saying that we have this and that. I mean, maybe in some places they do actually help you, but do we ever end up there? No. I mean, for the most part, they stick us in there, and You gotta learn how to make it on your own. You know.
Well, I think it's a part of what they do is they spit out this some type of propaganda or something like that to get more funds to make these people richer, making it sound like they're doing something better for individuals like yourself or myself that have been put in these situations, you know. And they get government, federal gives them more money to house more young dudes, and opposed to
and ruin lives and take you away from your families. When really what they should do is help that individual. You know what I mean?
Sir.
You put them in there. Okay, somebody makes a mistake. If you really committed a serious fucking crime, like you were saying earlier, okay, put them through a little phase or something. Put them, you know what I mean? Let them serve his time out, but then gradually start rehabilitating the person and showing them the way. You know what I mean? Because nobody deserves to be thrown away like that, and especially a fucking kid. You know what I mean?
100%, I agree.
Because
with you.
everybody's gonna fuck up. Nobody knows what somebody's going through. I mean, you don't know what the next man's dealing with. Even you. I mean, I might not even know what you're dealing with. But so you might be going through some shit in life, where especially when you're young, you don't have no family.
Yeah.
You don't have no parents to look up after you, and you got to take care of yourself. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're gonna do whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
don't
the
got
only
the,
way
you don't
to
got
do
the you don't got the proper guidance.
Right, the proper guidance. You don't have the mindset. You think the only way to do something is by fucking hustling and doing what you got to do to survive, man. Because you're hungry, you want to eat. You know what I mean, if you got a brother, you want to look out for your brother. If you got a sister, you know what I mean, whatever the situation may be, even if you need to help your mom and them out, you're gonna do whatever it takes to do it. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And society right now is so fucked up. You know what I mean? It's getting a little better now, because they're realizing they created a fucking mess, you know, and they stick everybody in these jails and prisons, and that's their solution for shit, not knowing that people deal with mental health issues or, you know, just a bunch of different shit, man, and or they kill somebody for nothing, just because they can, and they get away with this shit. But when we do it, we get fucking stuck in a cell and thrown away in 20, 30, 40 years for nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's fucked up. That's got to change, man. Like I said, it's changing, but more could be done. You know, that's what I mean. These kind of situations, to me, I'd rather speak about the good than sit here and talk about a bunch of stories that mean nothing. You know what I mean? That if you really want to find out what it's like in there and hear some shit, go to jail. You know what I mean? Go in there and you'll see for yourself if it's that's important to you. I mean, you ain't gonna make it if you're asking all them questions, because you shouldn't be thinking about that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I think people are naturally just curious.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I mean,
people
like
are
I said,
naturally curious, like the individuals that are here today. You know what I mean? You know, close to 900 people right now. They are curious of your thought process,
right?
Of how you feel about what you're saying, and you're 100%. You know what I mean? Being very articulate about how you feel. And let's switch. I want to play the devil's advocate with you quick, if it's okay with you, my dog.
Yeah.
So say if you were in the position of power, right?
Right.
You know, and you're dealing. You got a kid in front of you.
My vape pen.
Let's get this man his
My
vape.
bad.
No, you're good. Let's get you right, my dog. Yeah, let's get you right.
I don't know what the fuck I do with this. You got it? No, I'm good. Okay, go ahead. My bad.
And so, say if you're in a position of power, and a young kid, and I'm gonna paint this picture a little crazy, bro.
I want to hear it.
This young kid, we'll say, and I hope nothing ever like this happens, but this young kid harmed a family member of yours, right? And so now it's a little more close to you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right? And you're in this position of power of you judging or dictating what happens to this man that took life of your family member. Right? You know what I mean? And I apologize, bro, if I'm putting you in a funky situation.
No. Look at it. It's good.
Yeah.
Go
So,
ahead.
but what would be your judgment on this individual?
So my judgment on that individual would be, first of all, you know, I get it. It's a tough situation, man, because most of the times, you know, we all, whatever we get in trouble for, you're committing a crime, right? And if it's violent and like that, or if a life gets lost,
yes,
I get it, man. You know, there's always going to be that the flip side of that, because I mean, I'm going to look at it like this. Again, you know, if it was me doing that to somebody and I was in that situation, look, first I'm going to say, I don't think humans are born bad. I think bad things happen in their lives and they do bad things in return.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
Right?
Yes, sir.
I don't think nobody's born bad. They just go through some shit in life, and bad things happen, and then in return they do bad things, right?
Yes, sir.
So who knows what everybody's situation is different. So, but if it was me dealing with that, and I was the judge of that, first of all, I'm a judge, so to not be biased, I'm gonna have some kind of compassion, not knowing what this kid's been through in life. You know what I mean? Yeah, who knows what the hell kind of life he's had? So really, the judge, being in this situation, should be aware of everything, everybody's circumstances, aspects. He's a judge, right? But here's the thing: most judges don't give a shit about nothing.
Yeah.
They just hammer that motherfucker down and give you the max.
Yeah.
Again, for financial reasons or for the benefit of them warehousing people and keeping them there to make money and build all these fucking. Now they're closing them down though, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's too many people.
Yeah.
But they lock everybody up. So I mean, I would look at everything and be compassionate, even though if it happened to one of my family members, like you said, if it was something like that, and I had to be the judge of that, initially I'd probably be. Who wouldn't be mad, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, you know, I got this power in my hands to be harsh and stern and do whatever I want with this guy. But is it gonna feel good after? Yeah, I mean, because really, I mean, shit happens.
Yeah.
So, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna condemn this person for the rest of their lives because of who knows what he went through, man, or what situation.
Put him into this situation where this
had to happen.
Yeah.
Because there's always. I mean, there's that side, and then there's the judge or whoever's listening to the story to determine what really happened, right?
Yes.
And then that's how things get sorted out. But I mean, if you're gonna have a mind frame to where it's just fucking punish this person and fuck them off and get rid of them for the rest of your life,
Yeah.
I mean, do you think that should be a judge? Do you think those people should be in charge of things, or do you think you'd rather have somebody with a type of mind frame to say, okay, the kid screwed up, but let's fucking help him out, okay? Punish him, let him serve what he's got to do.
Yeah.
But give him a break, you know what I mean? Somewhere along the line, give him a meaningful opportunity to actually fucking see the crack of fucking light again, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not just throw him down the river and fucking hang him out to dry, you know what I mean? Leave him out the pasture and shit, that's fucked up.
You know, I agree with you 100%.
You know,
yeah,
everybody
absolutely.
should fucking. I mean, those of you that are listening that have been in these situations and actually got a chance to go home, man, you understand that and know firsthand how it feels. Because at some point, like with me, it wasn't up until I was fucking 30 years old. I could remember the exact day I was in Tehachapi Shoe. After sitting there for a couple years already, waiting to go to the Bay. And I just fucking, it was like I had an epiphany or something, or I just started tripping on some shit and realized like, fuck, I'm fucking 30 years old, sitting in this motherfucking cell, and I don't have nothing in here, nothing, but myself and my fucking thoughts, man. I've been in here for a couple years already, and I ain't gonna get out of this motherfucker no time soon. I still had fucking another 17 fucking years to serve at that time, you know what I mean?
Is this like reality setting in?
It's setting in, but I'm finally mature enough to realize that, you know, what that I wasted my fucking life pretty much on, you know, and got stuck in a situation where I was sitting there with nothing.
Yeah.
Or had nothing to look forward to, you know what I mean? Nothing. Never given a chance at shit.
Do you think that's
now
your
it's
point?
my fault. Like I said, the mistakes I've made, I don't blame anybody. Should I turn that off?
Yeah, is that you, bro?
Yeah, that's me, my
please,
bad.
dog. Yeah, please. I was wondering. I was like, damn, bro.
Yeah, my bad.
No, you're good, brother. You're good. Usually, we let everybody know, turn the phones off. So
Okay, yeah. I apologize. Okay,
No.
okay. So look, so I mean, it wasn't. I was finally mature enough to realize that a lot of the fucking things I've done that led up to again. I'm not fucking. I don't blame nobody for what I went through but myself. I mean, I understand it, but at the same time, you know, you got this system that they created, and they're supposed to rehabilitate you and help you, and it never gets done. You know, anybody that says otherwise is a fucking liar. You know what I mean? They don't fucking do it really much to help you at all.
Yeah.
Now you can help yourself.
Yes.
And I'll get into that in a little bit too. And you know, that's why I say these men, man, that I left behind, that are there, man, they're fucking solid dudes. You know, everything that they're doing, they get it. You know, they organize it and do it for themselves. I mean, they're going to school and going to college and doing a whole bunch of shit 2-3 times a day, man, and they're doing it for themselves. Doing all the right things, not for anybody else or for no other reason other than to better themselves. You know what I mean? And they're educating themselves, and they're helping themselves to be a better person, and that's what they're supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? They fucking put you in there and are having you sit in that fucking place and really just throwing you in it's like putting some dirty laundry in a motherfucking hamper and it never getting washed. I mean, that's all they're doing.
Yeah.
And really, we're learning we're learning everything. We're educating ourselves, teaching ourselves, and amongst our circle, teaching teaching one another. Each one teach one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you build each other up, man. Because without that, what do you got?
Yeah.
You know, so they create this system that's is bullshit. You know, excuse my language again, but it's BS, man. Now they really don't do nothing to help nobody in there. You know, so
Yeah.
those here that do know, I mean, like I said, they're aware of it. You know what I mean? And it's those of us fortunate enough to have gotten out, man, and actually got a taste of this freedom, and to know, like I said, we as men we suffer in fucking silence. It's something that you don't talk about amongst each other, and but I know that everybody there, when they're laying down at night, man, they think about fucking, will they ever see the streets again, or their mind frames change.
Yeah.
And they grow, man, and they're just stuck in this situation where they're never given an opportunity because they get these labels put on them. And it's a stigma. It's fucked up. It don't go away. So that's got to change. You know what I mean? Hopefully, somebody's out there listening that can do something, man, or get something going.
Well, this is how everything starts. Is
Right.
conversations like this, brother. Yeah, I mean, and there's programs out there. There's the ARC program. There's different programs that are trying to help individuals get out of the system.
Right.
But there is also a trap within the system. We talked, I believe, before the podcast, a trap within the system and trying to kind of like putting people in a position of, it's kind of fucked up, of the way you got to get out.
Right.
If you,
Well, okay, so let me get into that.
yeah.
Okay, so in the shoe, they start, they validate, it's something called a validation process, right? So they use these, it's a point system. All you needed was 3 points to get validated. And once you get validated, you ain't never, the only way to get out was to die or debrief.
Yeah.
Really, that was the only way to get out. You know what I mean? And like I said, I'm no one to complain, because to me, I did about 11 years in the shoe, as opposed to these other guys that were there for fucking 15, 20, 30 years. It's crazy, man. To know that these guys were sitting there for that long, man, and they're fucking the most humblest, fucking intelligent people I've ever met in my life, man. You know what I mean? And they're brilliant. And like, a lot of dudes, they didn't make it out of it. They either went fucking crazy,
Yeah.
or lost their fucking minds and stayed there and just fucking were never the same again, or just fucking shut down. I mean, that place fucks you up.
Yeah.
PTSD fucking comes. That's just real. I mean,
real.
I got this shit. I get anxiety just sitting here talking to you right now. You know what I mean? But I'm doing it.
Yeah, and I appreciate you, brother.
You
Thank
know what I mean? I'm doing it, but I mean, people need to hear about this stuff. You know what I mean? It's real shit.
Yeah.
So that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? You deal with that shit, and like I said, they do that, and there's nothing. I mean, even me, I got thrown out after all this time, and what did they give you? Fucking $200 gate money, which they took like $15. They charged me fucking $50, whatever the fucking bullshit card they gave me. They still took $15 out of it.
Oh,
what are
shit.
you gonna what's that? A Big Mac and a Coke?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What are you
Yeah.
gonna do with fucking $200? Nothing. I wipe my ass with $200. I mean, it's nothing. It don't get you shit.
No, absolutely not. Especially if you getting out to no support system
Yeah.
and you're getting out to nothing.
To nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and like I said, nobody.
It's actually kind of a setup for you to
fail again.
To
To
fail again.
To come out here, because now, I mean, them $200. Like I said, if you go to McDonald's and buy a Big Mac and a Coke,
Yeah.
and then go put some gas in your car, how much money are you gonna have left? Like $20?
Yeah. 100%.
Nothing.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do? I mean, it's gonna be hard. You know what I mean? If you don't got a support system,
Yeah.
and like me, I got 4 family members and they all hate each other. So I mean, it's like fuck, they all hate each other. It's like goddamn, and I'm out here. You know what I mean? And then you come out here and meet these women that are crazy and they're fucking just lie and do a bunch of shit. And it's like fuck, who do you fucking you got shit? So really, you realize okay, now I'm really on my fucking own. I'm out here, but I'm not gonna go back to that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Because when it feels like that, like me speaking for myself personally, when I got cramped up like that. I'm going back to I'm going home. Fuck it, let's go. I'm just gonna be on the streets going full blast until I fucking go back to the joint. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm good. At least I got a fucking stable spot to stay in. 3 hots in a motherfucking cot. I'm out, you know what I mean? I'm chilling with the fellas. What am I missing out on? Out here, it would seem like fucking, after being institutionalized for so goddamn long, you come out here and it's just like, damn, I feel out of place. You know, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
You know, they created a system that really fucks people up, man, and we don't know any better. So I mean, that's the part where I say the rehabilitation should kick in, and they should have actually fucking done something to help people, you know. Yeah. But instead, you come out here and everybody changes, man. I got fucking homeboys that I thought I knew, and these motherfuckers are hiding and doing some weird shit and don't even want to come around you for whatever reasons. Yeah. And it's like, damn, that's how I get embraced. Yeah. And those of you here, you know who it is. You know what I'm saying? You know who
they
you
might
are.
Be watching right now.
Yeah, they're watching with some binoculars or some from a fucking tent. That's how scary they are. But and I hate saying that, but it's not even that way. It's like fucking goddamn, dude. You motherfuckers are some grown ass men that have been out here doing good, and you can't even fucking help somebody out. Yeah. You know what I mean? You can't even. You blessed me with that. I got fucking homeboys that I thought I knew my whole life. They ain't never done a fucking thing for me. Yeah. But I spent my whole life in fucking prison.
That's crazy,
for
bro.
Something, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they can't even embrace me. Fuck that, man. That's fucking, hey, man, karma's a motherfucker, you know what I mean?
Well, you know, bro, it's a cold world, man. You know what I mean? And you know it's even colder within the gang culture, in a sense, right? You know what I mean?
But it's not even about culture, because to me, like I said, it's a lifestyle and a culture. So to me, if I knew what I was doing, so regardless of what situation I'm doing good. I'll never forget where I come from, man. And if you're my homeboy, you just get out of the joint. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. So I'm gonna give you a hug, homeboy. I'm gonna bless you with some whatever I could. Yeah. I'm gonna take care of you because that's how we do it. You know what I'm saying? But like I don't know if people lost their minds or they just lost their way along the line, or maybe they were just that grimy and you know what I mean, their minds all I don't, who knows, but regardless of what, I don't change, you know what I mean? Me as an individual, I'm never gonna change that. I don't care how good I'm doing. I mean, even if whatever I become a millionaire, I'm still gonna bless. I'm gonna put a fence around the hood and bring us all in there, you know what I mean? And we're good, you know what I mean? And we're all gonna live right there comfortable and do good, you know what I mean? And ain't nobody going in that bitch, you know what I mean? Yeah. But us. But you got these other dudes that are doing good. You know what I mean? I respect them. They got their families and stuff, and I thought I knew people like that. But I mean, what do? They fucking sit there and it's just weird. It's fucked up, man.
You know what I want to speak on? I want to speak on sometimes us as men, you know what I mean? We change and our priorities change, right? You know what I mean? But my priorities have changed since I've been out for these 10, 11 years. But I'll say this. And my homies can contest to this too, you know what I mean? All my homies that I've been tight with, I've been good with, they get out the system, bro. You know what I mean? I'll pull up on them, bro. If they in a halfway house, I'll link up with them, bro. I'll touch them with some money, bro. And sometimes my thought process, and this is for some of you cats too, that like, oh, creepers out, you know what I mean? The bully man's out, or you know what I mean? Whatever you think of the homie, right? That's keeping you away.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Whatever you
That's
think.
That's the best way to put it.
Whatever you think of the homie, that, you know what I mean? But I got homies that get out, bro, and yeah, they may not be on the same time I'm on right now. Why? Because say with the homie, he's out from doing 22 years. Of course he's not on the same time you're on, but as a homie, how I do it is I'll pull up, bless the homie with some money, bop, whoop, whoop, whoop. If I can make some connections with a holiday or something like that, I'll do it, bro. But then what I usually do is I'll separate myself, bro. Yeah. And you got my direct line. You can hit me up
because you're living life.
You can hit me up anytime, but sometimes I gotta wait and see what the homie does with himself. Right. You feel what I'm saying? Is the homie gonna raise up? You know what I mean? You know, where we can at a point in time, you know what I mean, be on not necessarily the same level, but the like-minded, and now the homie
hungry.
Yeah, exactly.
Hungry to actually do something.
To do positive
Right.
and to do right and to
Right.
live right. You know what I mean? And sometimes I'll step away and I'll just like, you know, I feel like I did my duty, pulled up on the homie, blessed him. He already knows, hit me up. But you know, sometimes we gotta let motherfuckers, you know, see what they're gonna do with their life. You know what I mean?
Watch, I'm glad you brought that up because look, usually anybody that knows me is gonna say this. They're gonna say, okay, that's Creeper right there. He'll be in jail within 2 or 3 months. Don't worry about him. He'll be gone. So stay out the way. He's gone.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Fuck, it's fucking crazy.
Not this time.
Not this time. So look, I mean, I don't, like I said, I never forget where I come from. I mean, I kick with my little homies. I mean,
Yeah.
People need guidance, man. These youngsters that are, you know, we grew up the same way, and these people don't have nobody guiding them, and there's homies out there, but they don't even look out for nobody. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
to me, I show my face, and I try to do what I could to give back. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
show them the right way. I mean, I don't want these youngsters going to jail for the rest of their lives. I don't want them doing that. That'd be fucked up to see one of them go through that shit. So, but at the same time, I know they're kids and they're gonna live their lives. You know what I mean? And I can only say so much, but I would rather guide them right. And if they're gonna do the wrong things, and then just give them a little bit of fucking schooling to just you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just on a good note, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Just so that they're aware of what the hell they're dealing with. But I mean, they're gonna do what they do.
Yeah, what they're getting themselves into,
Right,
bro. Yeah.
right.
And this is why we have these conversations on Hood Stocks, bro, with individuals like yourself, bro, because there are youngsters watching right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? And this if they smart, they'll listen and understand, well, I don't want to potentially be this dude, this homie right here. You know what I mean? That comes out 22 years later, you know what I mean? And misses like a lot of life, bro.
Right.
You know?
Because everybody thought was their friends. He's going to come to realize, like, this guy was a fucking bitch. This guy was a fucking this. And this guy, I never should have listened to this mother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's going to grow up at some point and see all that.
Yeah.
So to me, I'm always one way, man. I try to embrace these kids and show them, you know, some good and tell them what they got to look forward to. I don't want them going out there and wasting their fucking lives. But now, by all means, if something comes their way and they got to defend themselves, they defend yourself. But don't go out of your fucking way to do it, because that's when you get busted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Live. You could be from the hood, represent and do that, but take care of your families, man. Take care of yourself and prosper.
Yeah.
You know, there's a better way. You know what I mean?
You know, one thing that I like to promote is entrepreneurship, brother. I mean, in this time that we're in, brother, there's so many things you can even get into.
Right.
And we'll talk about what you're doing from
Yeah,
day to day.
yeah, I want to get into that
But
too.
entrepreneurship is something that I promote along with change, bro. And change is thought process. You know what I mean? Change is, you ain't gotta be a bitch to change, bro. You
No.
can still be a man
Yeah.
and stand on principles.
Right.
Be solid for your family. Be solid in business. Be solid in your aspirations. You know what I mean?
Right.
But now we're making money the legal way, and there's so many ways. There's so many different, different
Avenues,
to
routes, everything.
Yes,
yeah.
to make money, man. It's unbelievable. The sky's the limit these
It
days, bro.
is. It is.
Yes.
It is. And again, like I said, we all have these opportunities once we're out here to do it. Even this, right? This is something I like doing. I mean, it's cool to be able to interview people.
I think you're pretty good at it so far, bro.
But good fucking people. Not, I don't want to bring some fucking idiot up here that's gonna sit here and tell you some story that he heard from this guy and then, make some shit up.
Secondhand information.
I get it. I mean, people want to fucking hear shit. They want to be entertained, or they go watch a movie and think that shit's fucking cool or something. I mean, they want to hear about that shit. They listen.
Bro, isn't that a part of the casino, homie?
Yeah, but like I said, if you're really that goddamn intrigued by it, get the fuck in there and go to jail and find out for yourself. And go in there and you know what I mean? But for the most part, you got these fucking dudes that have been busted their whole lives. It's not a joke. You know what I mean? It's easy to think that, fucking, I can do this and that, and then when your ass gets busted, you're over there crying and fucking, you know what I mean? But these dudes are actually trying to come home, man, and experience it or do things like what you're doing. I mean, or just work and take care of their families. You know what I mean,
live that good life.
Live
man.
that good life.
Live that good life.
Something. I wish I would have stayed in school and fucking as a kid. I mean, I missed out. That would have been way funner than doing what the fuck I was doing in there, right? Going to college and meeting a bunch of different women, and you know what I mean.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the pussy is good, bro.
Yeah, it's fucking beautiful. It's a beautiful goddamn thing. Fuck my hand, you know what I'm saying? I got a goddamn callus on my hand after 30 years of fucking doing time and shit. Finally, I get, you know what I mean? But even that was fucking crazy, just to be around a woman after that goddamn long. I was fucking sweating and all kinds of shit. I'm keeping it real. I'm gonna fuck get in that situation. It's like, God, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean?
Like you used to be like you an alpha, you a big dog, right? Then all of a sudden you intimidated by these big old titties and ass.
I ain't smelled pussy in so long. I was like, God damn, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, hell yeah. Like, what the fuck, bro?
You know what I mean? What the fuck? You know what I mean?
That is different because they don't smell like Aquanet no more.
That's what happens to a motherfucker, though. You know what I'm saying? Before you get institutionalized and you just fucking lose your way, you're just a goddamn beast. You know what I mean? You're out in the motherfucking yard all day, crazy as a motherfucker and fucking tripping. You know what I mean? And it's a goddamn, it's crazy. And it ain't for the fucking weak, I'll tell you that. You know what I mean? It ain't for the...
And that's why there's a lot of little Jainitas out there, dog, that love a motherfucker when they get out of prison.
Oh,
you know what
man,
I mean?
they
They're
do,
like,
but...
Fuck me prison style. They're like, what do you mean prison style, bitch?
Hey, these motherfucking women, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Hey, these women out here, I'm gonna tell you, I don't give a fuck if they're married or what. As soon as I walk out in this motherfucker, all these motherfucking women out here, I don't give a fuck. They do it in front of their dudes. It's a trip. I'm like, man, have some goddamn morals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have some shame for yourself. They don't give a fuck no more. And the dude just right there fucking finger and I get, you know what I mean? Acting like you don't see. And it's like, what, am I really seeing this shit? Like, what the fuck is wrong with these fucking...
Well, it doesn't help either, bro. You got your Godzilla dick hanging out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know, but it's a, you know, I trip out on that shit. How everything's fucking cut out to be out here. And,
it's crazy, bro.
Man, these motherfucking the women are more cutthroat than these fucking dudes out here now. You know what I mean? They're fucking savage. They are.
Any female, bro, that's got that BBL, bro, like that fake booty and titties, homie, bro, they hustlers, bro.
Hey, even the women that got a goddamn bone hanging out their ass, them bitches got more fucking ass than the ones that do got a BBL. You know what I'm saying? They don't go out there and give that motherfucker up like that. But it's a trip. I trip out on that shit. You know what I mean? There ain't no mother. No morals out here, no nothing no more, man. You know what I mean? Everybody lost their damn way.
It's ruthless, bro. I mean, it's ruthless.
That's what it seems like, you know?
I really want to know what it was like when you saw a BBL, when you saw one of those women in the wild.
You know what I did? I put my face in it.
Hey, I gotta investigate this.
Hey, I'm not even gonna lie. I put my motherfucking face in it and I said, God damn, this is nice. You know what I mean? I thought about the homie. I said, I can't wait till these guys get out, man, and enjoy some shit like this. Hopefully they get to see this shit. Look, I'm the kind of guy that's been in jail my whole life, man. So I think about those. You know, that's my family right there. You know, I ain't even been around my own family as long as I've been around these dudes. You know what I mean? And so
it's such a trip, bro. I'm sorry to cut you off, dog, but just it's crazy. You get out, bro, and you see all these Planet of the Apes looking bitches, homie.
Fuck,
you know
I'm taking them
like
down
just
still.
fucking stacked, homie. You're like, whoa, what the fuck is in the
fucking...
phone these days? And it's like, nah, dog, creeps. Hold on a second, dog. This is, you know, they're getting surgeries and this and that. You know,
So you're talking about those gym bitches, now they're all buff.
Yeah, they come out here with some fucking 16-inch arms and shit. They're fucking... Nah, but it's just fucking, even that shit, that's a good thing though, man. These women out here fucking, it's fast out here now, man. You know, it changed. It's not like when we were growing up. These women are fucking, like you said, they all have BBLs and fucking, the ones that don't, they're all insecure and fucking tripped out in the mirror all day, and you gotta sit there and fucking coach them through some shit. Fuck you. I don't like it. You know what I mean? Not to be mean or nothing, but it's like, God damn.
I got my own problems.
Yeah, I got my own problems. You're worried about your fucking eyelash? Like, come on, man. We're fucking, that shit ain't that serious.
We got somewhere to go right now.
Yeah, relax. I mean, it ain't that serious.
And it is true. The vanity is through the roof, bro.
It is. If that's the right word to use, that's what it is, vanity, right? Yeah.
They're basically a mirror.
Right.
Well,
and they fucking trip off everybody else or what they look like, and they're fucking tripping on everything but themselves. And it's like, what the fuck are you worried about what somebody thinks of you?
They have their priorities fucked up. Opposed to being, you know, worrying about their intellectuality, right? Or maybe their conversation. I mean, everything is just it's a show. I mean, it's kind of always been like that in a sense.
a facade.
A facade, yeah, a facade, yeah,
It's a
for
facade,
sure.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, let's pay some bills, and we're gonna be right back with Creeps, man. If you got to use the restroom, my dog, use it.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get into this second half.
Am I doing all right or what, man?
You doing amazing, my dog. Hell yeah.
I'm
this is
trying,
great.
man. I'm trying to just keep it, because, like I said, people come in here and they do some weird shit and start. I'm just trying to fucking,
You keeping it a buck, my dog. Thank you so much, brother.
Can I smoke another cigarette?
Yes, sir, dog. Yes, sir.
Yeah, handle the bathroom. You gotta handle it though.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. Shit, I could
right.
drink another 5 beers and want to use the bathroom.
Absolutely, man. And I'm glad, bro, you got out and you could enjoy a beer, because there's some cats are like, homie, I can't drink a beer.
Nah,
homie.
man,
I'm gonna
listen.
end up in prison. Like, dog, you gotta enjoy a beer,
Yeah,
dog. But
right.
I get it and I respect it at the same
Right.
time. To each his own, right?
To each their own. I don't judge anybody. Like I said, I don't judge any fucking buddy. Everybody, I don't know what somebody else is going. You might be going through some shit. Homie, what's his name again?
Casey.
Casey. I call him Charlie.
Charlie, yeah. We
You know
call
what I mean?
him.
He might be going through some shit. So I mean, whatever his trip is, it's his trip. As long as he don't disrespect me, I'm not gonna disrespect him. You know what I mean?
100%, bro.
And just let people live.
Yeah, hell,
These
listen.
fucking kids got these big old bags of weed. The first time they came to my house, they came with some fucking heat. What's that shit called? What? The big ass gas tanks. I'm
Oh,
thinking like
Nas.
that. See them, I'm like, where the fuck is the clown at? Like, you guys coming? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
these fools over here, dude. I mean, there's some badass kids. Like him, I know his mom, I know his whole family, his dad. This guy right here comes from his whole family's from my hood, man. So I've known I know his whole family and shit, but everything's changed, man. I try to tell these kids it's not fucking, it ain't what it is, you know. So
Yeah. Let's pay some bills and we'll be right back
All
with
right.
the Creeps. Looking for some good quality cannabis.
I mean, killer.
Quality cannabis. Hit the folks
Got a
at
lighter?
Killakush. They specialize in bringing you the best quality available from OG to exotic.
They got it all, baby.
Yes. I want you guys to go to on Instagram, right? What's their
On
Instagram?
Instagram.
At Killakush.
Los Angeles.
Yeah, at
Dot-
Killakush. What is it?
I believe it's Killakush.Los Angeles. Hold on.
At Killakush.Los Angeles, and you can pull up on the city of Whittier at Drip Fits Apparel, and that address is 13800 Leffingwell Road in Whittier. Casey, would you take care of the rest of the ads, please?
Yeah, let me pull them up.
Yeah, go ahead, dog. I gotta use the restroom real quick, dog. Casey's gonna take care of the ads. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, all the good shit.
Where we at? Right here. Here we go. Where we at?
we're not on air right
All right, check. Yeah, we're on air. I got to read these right here. Ally Peptides has all your weight loss needs, including Ozempic, Mounjaro, and their own proprietary pen that comes with money back guarantee. All right, tap in with Ozempic Vince to answer all your questions. Right, that's 714-269-1900. All right, Ozempic Vince. All right, calling all bakers and chefs. Upgrade your kitchen with Origin Bakery restaurant equipment. All right, that's the best top of the line bakery equipment you can get in there in South Almonte. So hit Origin Bakery equipment up with 626-579-3508. Joel, thanks for the $2. Let's go, baby. Kush Connect. Oh no, Kush Connect unfortunately has gone astray. But hey, are you ready to raise up and get out of the busted apartment and buy yourself a house? I am, all right? Well, it just takes one phone call. Let me tell you, it's free to find out if you qualify. Don't worry. I'm calling Andrew very soon, all right? This man will help me buy a house, and he could help you buy a house, all right? And it's that simple. Call him at 626-825-6565, all right? It's that easy. Call Andrew, see if you qualify for a house. Are you ready for that gold chain? Or are you ready to buy something custom for your lady? Hey, maybe an engagement ring. Hey, maybe even a promise ring with maybe, something etched on there, all right? Well, this is our guy, all right? D. Leo the Jeweler, all right? He has the lowest prices in town, all right? Call him or text him now. That is 323-899-0001, all right? 323-899-0001, all right? Are you ready for man's best friend? Well, you sure want to join Rottweiler Mafia. Let me tell you, I saw Lucky's puppy, and that pup is badass, all right? The best Rottweiler breeder in the United States. Call to place your order for a puppy today. That's 424-666-9929, all right? Hey, if you're looking for a criminal defense attorney, look no further. We got Doug Sherrod, all right? Doug Sherrod is a supporter of the platform. He is our criminal defense attorney, God forbid. But you can find him at KingKongLawyer.com. That is KingKongLawyer.com, all right? And we're back. Welcome back to Hoodstocks. It is Lucky's still in the bathroom. Cree, we can get you back now.
Okay.
If you're ready.
I'll stay ready.
All right, you ready? We're gonna get the OG back in here right here. Yeah. I gotta. Oh damn! Hold on. My mic is the only mic on. Damn, where did Nito go? Hold on. Let me turn your mic on. Hold on one second. Hold on one
These
second.
guys doing up here, they ain't talking shit or what, man? What they gotta say? Let's see.
You see any of those comments right there?
Some of them.
Let me read the nice ones. They say Casey's eyes looking crazy right now reading those ads. Yeah, we got them crazy eyes. Yeah, hey guys, if you guys want to donate to the OG, his Cash App is right there. It is $RUIZZ310.
Taking all donations, I need it.
He's taking all donations,
We need some
guys.
gas money to get home. We came over here on fumes. We came over here in a Mercedes that was rattling from the fucking speaker. We can't even understand one word coming out of the speaker, but
Or
he
if
was
you
still bumping out.
Or if you want to help push the OG's car home, come down to the
Come down and
block,
push.
guys. We're gonna push it all the way to
Push
Redondo
that shit,
Beach.
camaradas. Push it.
We're gonna push it for 5 hours back to Redondo
Yeah,
Beach. All right,
back.
so it's gonna be a workout if anybody's trying to work out.
We bought a fucking boogie board and a surfboard with us.
Hey, so what kind of surfboard did you get?
I don't even know the name of it, but it was at least a $500 surfboard.
Yeah,
and-
how
and
tall is it?
It's
technically?
probably about 7 feet. 7 feet.
Oh, damn, you got a 7 foot height. So
Yeah.
but you know how to surf, so you just gotta get your
Yeah,
surfing
I
legs.
can't
back.
wait till the fucking summertime. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
hit me up. I know how to surf too. I got
you?
I got a wave storm. I got one of those foam boards though.
It's been
But
a
that's
while,
cool.
but you know, you don't forget how to do that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
I mean, you got to get your legs back for sure. You got to get
Right,
your balance.
yeah,
You-
the
it-
balance and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
It comes with a lot.
But yeah, if you're down to go surfing,
But
we'll
I
go.
work out every day. I'm healthy, man. I buzz down. I stay in shape, and I don't care how old I am. As long as I'm able to do something, I'm gonna do it. You know?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we'll hit that surf session when it gets, when it gets warmer. You got a wetsuit too, or you just bareback it?
No, I'm just going like that. Shit, in some board shorts. You know what I mean? Some board shorts. I don't need a wetsuit for what? Shit.
Man, you're a legend.
I mean, you wanna, you know, I mean, after all, I mean, the ocean, man, talk about just reconnecting
With the earth.
with the earth,
Shit.
bro. Getting out there with your feet on the sand, man. That shit right there is what it's all about. Every man that gets out of a stretch should go to the ocean.
Go to the
first.
beach and it's peaceful meditation. Meditation is good for you, man. It's good for the soul, good for everything, you know?
How has your time since you've been out, brother? I mean, how has your journey been the year that you've been out?
It's been a long fucking, it's already felt like 10 years because like now I want to talk about it. I'm going to college, you know what I mean, for HVAC and I got a job working at a homeless shelter.
Oh, okay.
Humble job, you know what I mean? In probably one of the best jobs I could have landed in because those people that are there, I could relate to them, you know what I mean? They, whatever life they lived, they were cast out of society and, and who better than to work there than somebody that understands them, you know what I mean? That can relate.
The same thing.
Right.
Being cast out of society.
Yeah, and that you're not going to judge them. I mean, you're going to talk to them, not down on them, you know what I mean? You're going to talk to them.
Yes.
I don't ever judge nobody or do not. Who am I? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and so what is that actually your actual position in the homeless shelter?
Really, it's everything. From maintenance to room assistant to just helping people. You know, it's a good job, man. I like it. I appreciate it.
And I think when it comes to these type of jobs, the best individuals they can put in these positions are individuals like ourselves.
Right.
You know, they can relate to hard times, to being I like the way you said cast out of society.
Yeah, cast out of society for whatever. I mean, you don't. Again, these people grew up. Who knows, in a fucked up situation. They didn't have their parents were dope fiends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And all they ever knew was somebody slamming or getting high or doing some shit like that or whatever they're doing, and that's all they seen their whole lives, man. And they grow up and get themselves caught up, and next thing you know, they get swept up, and it just the cycle repeats itself, and it's fucked up. They find themselves in a bad situation, you know.
Yeah, and then you got a lot of so there's probably a variety of people, right? And then you got people that are just righteously have mental illness. I mean, I believe that we all have a certain level
Right.
of mental illness, that we deal with, but there's some that are just like, you know, they just off the rocker, so to
Right,
speak,
right,
right?
right,
They just
right.
but there's potentially no coming back for them, you know, and that's a whole nother level right there. But how do you feel about when people are still like they can be saved? You know what I mean? Do you feel like how do you feel about you know, like pharmaceuticals, medications and stuff like that? You know what I mean?
Oh, well, I mean, like, to me, medication, if I'm going to self-medicate, I'm going to do it because I want to do it. You know what I mean? And really, there's not a pill in the world or no medication. I don't know. I don't take that kind of stuff or indulge in it. But, I mean, these people get on medication, and, again, that's the government's way of taking care of these people, and they got these doctors that prescribe things for them and take this.
Yeah.
It's got all kinds of side effects, suicide, and all kinds of weird shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people still take it, and then they're fucking crazier than what they are, and
Yeah.
they get strung out, and then they strip it away from them.
Yeah.
Now they're doing fentanyl and all kinds of other shit. You know what I mean?
It's just it's kind of like a gateway
Yeah.
type of thing.
They just build and it gets worse, and it's all, and again,
Tolerance.
it's designed that way. Again, it's a fucking trap. It's a gambit. You know what I mean? And they get caught up in these situations where they fucking get all screwed up, and next thing you know, they're fucking stuck in that. You know what I mean? And these people are making money off it, so they're happy.
Yeah.
They don't care. You know what I mean? They got mental health issues they're dealing with, and they actually need help, but their solution is what, to kill these people? What are you doing?
There's just like the chat.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And their solution is to either kill them or put them in a situation where they're going to harm them because they don't know how to deal with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So when you talk about maybe how do you deal with your anxiety and just since you've been out, or maybe throughout doing time and everything like that? I mean,
It's real. I'm gonna say that. Like anybody that's been in prison knows. I mean, you get some kind of form of something. PTSD. That's what I call it, because you know you've dealt with certain things. You've seen something your whole life, and it's fucked up. You know, and it's in prison. It's a violent atmosphere.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And a lot of things happen in there, and you get used to seeing it so much that it's nothing.
Yeah.
You know, but at the same time, it's you know, like me, when I got out of the shoe, just hearing somebody walk behind me, and I was jumpy. I don't know what that was from or what, man, but it just, I wasn't used to people walking around me or any of that. So going to the chow hall the first time, I remember I was fucking pouring sweat. For what reason, I don't know, but it just felt weird eating around people. I was so used to eating by myself, you know what I mean, in a little cell, and have my meal there, and now you're able to go to the chow hall and eat around a bunch of people, and the noise is fucking overwhelming. You know what I mean? All these people walking around is overwhelming, and it's just a fucking trip, you know?
When you've had cellies, what kind of cellie are you?
In what fashion?
And then in regards to you know programming in a cell, you know what I mean? You know, I mean, would you consider yourself a good cellie?
I'm a great cellie. I would say I'm a great cellie.
Yes, sir.
I mean,
As you should, right?
I mean, there might be other people that opine differently. You know what I mean? That'll tell you this guy's an asshole. You know what I mean?
Well, you like to talk shit, have fun.
Yeah, I like to talk shit and have fun. I'm a kid at heart, man. I've been in jail my whole life. You know what I
Yes.
mean? So still, right now I'm 100 years old, and I'm still a kid. I'm still a youngster. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And I like to fucking teach people the right way, and you know what I mean? Teach them the way and teach them right. You know what I mean? But then, like I said, everything changed so much that these kids that are coming in now, you get a cellie now, and these motherfuckers are just crazy. They're just in there. It's a whole different style and a whole different generation. So
Yeah.
I got a low tolerance for bullshit. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
with me, I'd rather have a cellie that I know, that I've known for years or something like that, and
Yeah.
live with him or live by myself, because it's fucking the room's so small. Who the fuck wants to deal with that shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So fucking you get these youngsters that come in, they got a whole bunch of energy, and they're fucking bouncing off the walls crazy, batshit crazy, pacing back and forth, and they don't know how to do time. You know what I mean, work out,
Yeah.
study, learn. Nobody does that no more, you know. And so that the kind of cellie I am, I try to help. Like if a youngster comes in my cell, I'm gonna help him out, man. I'm gonna teach him what the way I was taught.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In our culture. You know what I mean? Our just anything in regards to something bettering yourself, is do something good. You know what I mean? Or learn how to draw. Or do something productive.
Build the individual up for potentially the long run,
Right,
depending on how much time they do,
Yeah,
right?
because nobody else is gonna
Longevity.
Nobody in there does that. Like I said, they don't really help you in there. There's no rehabilitation. You're gonna be waiting forever to go to school or get a job or do something. So, for the time being, on all level 4s and 180s, I mean, you're just stuck in a cell. You know, and you go to yard. I mean, now the lockdown shit changed, but before you used to be slammed down for 6 months at a time, a year at a time. They let you out, you go right back on lockdown. So I mean, you pretty much you're just stuck in a fucking cage and all that pent up energy, and you're fucking, you know, you're young, you're going crazy. You know what I mean? And your mind, if you don't find something to do or learn how to do something, you're gonna fucking lose it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You are. You're gonna fucking go crazy or stir crazy or fucking you should drive your celly crazy and fucking. You know what I mean? You go through a lot of shit.
Yeah. So you got to occupy your mind.
You gotta occupy your mind, man, and do something. And you know, everybody at some point finds their niche, and I mean, we're all good at doing something. You know, I mean, unfortunately, some motherfuckers are good at doing nothing. I mean, they're not even there. They're good at doing nothing. You know, so fucking. That's kind of silly I am. I like that. I'd rather help somebody and fucking do that. But I mean, I do got a low tolerance for some bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, I expect that. Cause me, I mean, when I came into this system, you know, it was at a time where it was real. You know what I mean? So you know, I was around. I was fortunate to be around some good individuals that I learned a lot from them. You know what I mean? And
so talk about being in the system from 2001 to recent, and how the system has changed. You know, the system has changed drastically. Is that safe to say?
Yeah, man, that's what I mean. That's why I'm still out here, because it's just changed.
You ain't trying to go back no more.
No, even that changed. You know what I mean?
Even that changed.
I mean, I had already been going to prison from before that, you know, and no disrespect to anybody, you know, no disrespect to anybody. Like I said, it was just that generational gap to where, you know, like the streets, we all got pulled up off the streets, right? Yes. And the real dudes that were out here that like you said, you call them pillars from the hood. Yeah. They got stripped away before they were coming in and out 2 years, 3 years or whatever, and they come back out, so there was still some guidance there, you know? Yeah. And people were able to learn things, and then they started handing everybody some stretches, and nobody was coming home no more. Yeah. You know what I mean? They started coming out with those enhancements and all that other stuff, and now you're doing fucking 15-year stretches, 20-year stretches. I mean, you're lucky if you make it out of that, you know? Yeah. Most people don't, and if they do, they're gonna end up on a whole different side and fucked off, you know?
Yeah. And but so back to we were talking about earlier. There are a lot of individuals like yourself that has been released, and it's a lot easier to get out now than it was back then, right? Right. Yeah. So a lot of individuals are coming home from the stretch, from the long stretch.
Right now they're doing it. They are letting them come home, and I want to touch on something right now.
Absolutely, brother.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to this. The validation thing in prison, they have a process that we used to go through. Was called they would validate you, meaning that they would classify you as a prison gang member. You know, each race has their different things. I don't really want to get into that part of it too much. But they would validate you as a gang member, and once you got validated, you go to the hole, and from there you'd get stuck there. You'd never get out. It wouldn't matter. So, you know, they had a period of 6 years. You know, you get validated, and they would put you in front of it was called the DRBs every 6 years. But them 6 years come up, they go hit your cell, they'll find anything, and all you need from there is just one little point, and they're gonna keep you in there another 6 years. So it was one of those kangaroo court type things where it was just again, another trap. It was designed that way, and you were never gonna get out that motherfucker unless you die or debrief. Yeah. So in 2011, you know, collectively everybody got together, man, and they decided a hunger strike. You know, a peaceful protest. We all protested peacefully because, again, we're human beings, you know, and we were stuck in there for decades, 10, 20, 30 years, man, without seeing our families, without using the phone, without anything, man. So again, you know, this is something that we don't talk about as men, but we suffered in silence. You know what I mean? We did. We suffered and we were being fucking tortured, man. And this is happening in California, in America. You know what I mean?
Well, the greatest
one
state
of the
in the
greatest
United-
countries it's supposed to be one of the greatest countries in the world, right? And most humane, yet they treat people and built these isolation units knowing what was going to happen to people, knowingly that you were going to fucking go crazy or they were going to cause some psychological harm to you in order to break you, man. You know what I mean? And they built these places. They were fucking, it's torture. There were chambers for fucking torture. If you walk into that place, you can just feel the fucking energy in there, how fucked up it is. You just walk in the goddamn tunnel. You know what I mean? It's crazy. And you're walking into a place that has no windows in the cell. There's no windows. It's fucking 4 walls. It's white.
That's cold.
You got perforated doors that you look out that fuck your eyesight up. You know what I mean? And the lighting's bad. And then they let you out to a so-called yard. That's just a bigger version of your cell with nothing in that thing. I mean, I'm sure you've seen pictures of that place and you've seen how it is. And that was their design, again, what they thought was humane. Stick these guys in there and let them rot. You know what I mean? And it was just a fucking big-ass tomb, a morgue, pretty much. It were just fucking, like I said, they put you out to pasture. You were going to sit there, and the only way to get out of there was until they break your ass.
It's kind of like being alive in a coffin, huh?
That's exactly what it was. Your existence was nothing. You know what I mean? So, you know, like I said, I'm fortunate enough to sit here and tell you that I was only there for over a decade. It's still a lot. I mean, that's a whole generation right there. 10 years, 11 years, that's a long fucking time. But not when I look to the side of me, these dudes were there for fucking 20, 30 years, 15, and they sat there and for nothing, man. You know, for administrative reasons. And this is what I want the public to know, because, I mean, the taxpayers out here are spending the money to house these individuals in there, and they don't even know what they're paying for, but they're paying for all this shit. Whatever happens, they're the ones spending the money to house these people in there when they can vote and do other shit or get fucking legislation going to sign some bills and say, hey, you know what I mean? That like what I'm talking about, the hunger strike.
Yeah.
We did that, and look, it caught fucking fire. It snowballed, and we all got out of there.
Yeah.
But now, look, with that being said, they kick us out to the mainland now. And before it was being there, you were never going to get a shot at parole. You weren't even going to see the mainland again. You know what I mean? And now that we get a shot at that because everybody collectively got together and they, you know, we protested in a peaceful manner. We still got punished for it. We still got write-ups. I mean, it's a constitutional right to protest peacefully. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We weren't doing nothing wrong. We weren't violent. We weren't doing nothing. I mean, we were doing everything within our rights, and we still got write-ups for it, and they still use it against us to punish us and take our TVs away and turn them off, and again, another mind fuck.
Well, the crazy thing about the protest in regards to the hunger strike, right? What you guys did is you guys are already in torture, and you had to torture yourselves even more.
More by not eating.
By not eating to make a point.
Right, and people died from that, man. People lost their lives out of that. You know what I mean? And so it was that serious. I mean, those of us that were really sitting back there and said, "Hey, we ain't never going to see." I mean, most people there had life without 300 years, fucking these exaggerated sentences that were handed, to where you know you're never going to go home, and now your existence is pretty much to sit there inside of a damn hamper or in a laundry room and what, just breathe and fucking sit there and, you know what I mean, go crazy?
Yeah.
Fuck that. You know what I mean? There's better. You know what I mean? Even if you're on the main line, at least you have a shot.
Yeah.
So now we go through all that. We get out of the shoe. You know what I mean? They finally, you know what I mean? It took a few years, but they finally, they finally let us out of there, man, and they started kicking us out to the mainland. I mean, I couldn't believe it. Shit, before you were only able to buy 10 soups, a couple noodles like this big.
Yeah.
You're a big dude, I'm a big dude. I mean, I like to eat.
Yeah.
So you buy 10 soups in a pot of 8 dudes in there, then half of them ain't going to the store. You're going to have fucking 3 soups for the month.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, try to live off that. I was over there looking like a greyhound, you know what I'm saying? It fucking sucked up gray from no sun.
Yeah.
Nothing. I mean, the basic, stimulation, man, means a lot. Just being able to feel the sun hit you.
Yes, sir.
Being able to look at a tree, being able to look at a fucking bird fly. I don't think people realize how to me it's important, because I didn't get to see that for fucking over a decade. You know what I mean? And just something simple as to walk outside and feel the fucking sun hit me when I'm from the beach.
Yeah.
And, and go outside and fucking hope the fucking crack of sun's coming in, and I'm gonna sit there for the minute it's gonna hit me just to feel human. You know what I mean?
That's deep.
It's deep. It is. It's fucked up. You know what I mean? The little simple things like that a lot of fucking people take for granted, man. I don't think they understand what even life is. And I don't blame them, because they've just been fucking, who knows what the fuck they're dealing with or what. But when I hear somebody griping about some shit or complaining or dealing with something, and I'm listening to these people complain about the dumbest fucking things,
Yeah.
Or like I said, maybe it's, we all put ourselves in these situations, we got busted or whatever, whatnot. But I mean, at some point, there's got to be a fucking line to where you say, okay, we fucking made a mistake, but you're supposed to rehabilitate us and do something, and you ain't keeping your end of the bargain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Instead, you're fucking sticking us in here and making up all this other bullshit and fucking torturing us and doing shit to us that is wrong. And I'm supposed to just tolerate that? You know what I mean? We're supposed to just do that? I mean, and we did. For the most part, everybody went through it. Now we get out, we go to the mainland, right? And now there's only a few yards for level 4s, man. There's only a few. That's how bad this shit got. You know what I mean? Because they sat there and rewarded these fucking guys that got themselves in jams or whatever, and rewarded them for fucking other people's lives off, and rewarded them with giving them the best yards and giving them the best jobs, and they went over there and created a fucking mess, man. You know what I mean? They did a whole bunch of shit. And like you said, the scale is like this right now, because all that shit is fucked up. It's not nowhere near fucking even.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they give all this shit to these fucking dudes that and reward them with a bunch of shit that to me, deserve none of that, because, again, I don't say this in any way to each their own, but I mean, look, who wants to be on a goddamn yard with some child molesters, some fucking rapists and shit like that? Those people get a slap on the hand. They do something. Those are the guys that should fucking be in jail for the rest of their lives. You know what I mean?
They should be in that shoe program.
They should be in there doing that. You know what I mean? Doing something like that. Punish those motherfuckers, but you're going to reward them? Those kind of guys that do that or get themselves in something and go fabricate some shit and tell lies on people. Now, we all got out of the shoe, and there was a thing that it was an agreement to end all hostilities, meaning amongst all races, everybody got together, right? Collectively got together, man. And, before that, there was a whole, go back and look at history. In prison, it was always a hostile environment. It always has been. And after all those years, people got together again collectively, and finally came to a head and said, hey, let's do something good. Let's do something right and squash whatever happened and let's move forward and do good.
Yeah, get some program going, right?
Everybody that did that kept their end of the bargain, right? Mm-hmm. So now in retaliation, I'm going to call it retaliation, because now everybody's out there programming, they're going to school, they're going to college, and again, they're not doing it for anybody other than themselves, right? But at the same time, I mean, there's no credit given. They're having these, they're raising money for Little League and for, there's a thing called Shop with a Cop where they raise, they have fundraisers. So, they sell pizza or they sell some hamburgers or whatever.
Yeah.
The MAC reps organize. You know what a MAC rep is, right?
Yeah.
They're pretty much mediators between the staff and the the you know, the homie or
The
whoever.
inmates, convicts.
I don't want to call them inmates. I want to call them homies. I mean, or
Yeah.
whatever it is.
I'm talking about in general.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
in general. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They're mediators between the staff and us, and they set shit up to where we can fucking you know, have things. You know what I mean? Eat some food we haven't eaten in a long time, but they raise money in the process and help kids that are, you know, that don't have nothing.
Yeah.
Or maybe their dad or mom got stripped away and put in jail for the rest of their lives, and they're growing up on their own, and they're actually helping these kids. Do they get any acknowledgement for that? They don't.
Yeah.
No acknowledgement from that. They're gonna take credit for that shit. They don't
Yeah.
fucking do nothing, man. You know what I mean? They don't do shit. But
Yeah.
you know, and that's something that they're doing in there to help people out.
To make themselves look good when the homies are paying for that.
Yeah, and I mean,
off a 12 cents pay rate or whatever they've got now.
yeah, but we're raising this money to help the community out, because in prison it's just, like I said, it's still a community.
Yeah.
You know, regardless if it's prison or not. I mean, you're still living in there, so it's a community. You know what I mean? So we're raising this money. Excuse me, the cops are in there fucking taking credit for this shit. They don't even give a fuck, or they don't even look at it like nothing. You know what I mean? And nobody's doing it for no other reason other than to help people. You know what I mean? And that's how I say, these are some good dudes that have been in prison their whole lives.
Yeah.
And they allow other people to fucking say shit, or they kind of coerce them. Not kind of, they do. They coerce them into doing that shit to fucking keep people in there, man. And that's, you know, that's got to change, man. So hopefully somebody out here is fucking listening, and I'm sure a lot of people know, by now they're aware of it, that is going on, but they just allow it to happen.
Yeah.
You know, so again, where does the rehabilitation come in? Where? If you're going to college, you're doing good, you ain't caught no fucking rule violation, no infraction, no stabbings, none of that shit. You're doing great. All you have is some fucking piece of turd that's sitting there making stuff up.
Yeah.
Because he got caught up in a jam, and I mean,
Now he's trying to wiggle his way out.
yeah.
that
Now
jam.
he's trying to wiggle. Yeah, he's wiggling out of pockets, being a little fucking snake, and doing shit, and
Happens all the time.
so how is that? There's no fairness right there, man,
Yeah.
at all. There's
It's
you know,
injustice.
and I can speak on it because I've dealt. You know, I mean, I went through it. Like I said, there's no difference. Me sitting here talking to you right now, any of those guys deserve to be sitting here talking to you about this shit, because they're no threat. They're not.
Yeah.
A lot of this shit that gets thrown upon people in there, it's just BS, man. And like I said, I mean, you know, if a guy is sitting in there doing a bunch of stuff or whatever, and getting himself in trouble, then take it upon him. But don't blame all of us. If I'm in a room right here with all of us right now and I go fucking cat out and do some shit, that's my fault,
Yeah.
not yours. Why should you get punished for the rest of your life for something I
Yeah.
did?
Yeah.
So, I mean, at least they went that far to acknowledge that part and said, okay, we're letting you guys out of the shoe, and unless you guys screw up, you won't go to the hole. But before, it used to be just this blanket thing where they throw a blanket over all of us and fucking slam everybody down and do that. You know what I mean?
Cold shot.
But I mean, the agreement to end all hostilities, that's something big, man. I don't think people realize that, because number one, prison has always been a fucking very violent place. Violent place. You know what I mean? You're going in there, you're gonna fucking earn your bones, you're gonna do what you gotta do, right? Shit happens. So that shit went on for fucking decades. So for everybody to get together and come to an agreement to say, hey, we're gonna stop this shit, it's made a big, it's a big impact in there. Now again, this shit's gonna happen, right? On the streets, it happens. Anywhere, it happens. If you fucking drive on the freeway, you're gonna somebody might get in a car accident and die.
Yeah.
So prison, again, it's a violent place, so shit is gonna happen. But as far as racial wise or any of that, it's been cool. It's been good. We kept our end of the bargain on that. You know what I mean? We kept our end of the bargain on that. And now what they did in retaliation of that was to do this. They fucking, again, by design, made these yards, they're called non-designated yards, right? Where they're 50-50 yards, whatever you want to fucking call it. What the fuck is that? So now you're telling me that, okay, I'm going to school, I'm going to college and doing everything I'm supposed to do, and you're going to send me to a fucking yard where you've kept this this whole time. You've made these rules up where you've segregated everybody. and labeled us and said, okay, this guy can't be with this guy. These guys got to be by themselves, and created these control compatible yards, Southern Hispanic yard, BGF yard, or AB yard, or whatever, NF yard, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? And now you want to let us all out here and say, okay, well, you guys all got out of the shoe, and now we're gonna fucking set up a trap to where if you guys, because if you're a level 4 inmate, they're gonna look at you when you go to board. You ain't gonna go home because you're considered a program failure. You understand? Because level 4 maximum security prison is like the worst of the worst in their eyes. Before it was a shoe, but now we found a way to actually get the people to fucking realize what they were doing was inhumane. You know, all the, because again, it was administrative, meaning that you didn't have to do anything to end up in the hole. I mean, to me, if you commit an infraction, you go whack somebody or do something like that, yeah, go serve your time, go do your little 3-4 years in the hole and get out and then go back to the line. But they found a way to keep everybody in there for good on nothing. On nothing. To me, that's illegal.
Yeah.
That's against the motherfucking laws of their own laws, and they still did it.
Yeah.
So now they put us out there, and they're setting up these traps to where, okay, you got a guy that's been in jail for 30, 40 years that's actually got a fucking chance at going home, but you're gonna send him to a non-designated yard?
That's crazy. Damn.
Tell me, and look, people can look at that either way. You know, most people that say something to me, it's like this, fuck that. You got these dudes that are actually trying something, man, and doing something good.
Yeah.
For themselves, because they've been in jail their whole fucking lives. You know what I mean? And now you got these motherfucking, excuse my language, but you got these cops, these COs that you know, their whole fucking, whatever you want to call them, come up with these fucking things and it's set up purposely, man, for you to fail.
Yeah.
How is that right?
Yeah.
You know, or, you know what I mean? You know, they set them out there or whatever. I mean, shit's gonna happen. Of course it is. You know this because I don't want to live around. I mean, I don't want to live around those fucking kind of people. I mean, I lived my whole life like that. Nobody wants those kind of people out here. Do you want child molesters around your kids?
No.
No. Would you want? I mean, and again, I'm not talking in a crazy way where it's like I'm promoting violence or nothing like that. It's the truth.
Yeah.
Anybody in their right state of mind, it doesn't want to be around a fucking rapist, a child molester, none of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But now you want to put us on there and set up
On these yards.
On these yards.
Yeah.
To do that. So how is that even within the guidelines of being fucking fair or giving you a chance? What I'm looking at is this. That's a fucking trap.
100%.
And you created this shit because you're mad that we all got out of this shoe. That was money for you guys. And now you put us out here and do this and set us up in this fucking trap where we're gonna be stuck. So now it's like, okay, we got out of this shoe, but now you're slamming us down. There's only 4, 5, 6 yards left. Level 4s. Everybody else is fucking got them yards. Them guys, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So why again? They got rewarded for some shit, and don't ever give anybody acknowledgement or take that into consideration that hey, these guys are raising money, man. These guys are out there minding their own business, playing sports and involving themselves. You know, they never got a chance to play basketball or soccer, any of that for years.
Let them live one time.
Let them live one time. You know what I mean? They're finally out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just to let you know, this person don't know who I'm talking about. You still can't shoot a goddamn shot of basketball. You know what I'm talking about.
LeBron James.
No. He'll know what I'm talking about, but he still can't shoot. He thinks he knows how to play basketball. But see, to me, just even being able to watch one of my friends, man, I want to say he's a good friend of mine, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just sit there, the smile he had on his face to throw a basketball.
Yeah.
And to fucking do that, just to go outside, man, it was one of the best. You know, like I get that, that's something you don't talk about, but I notice it because it's like, I know what that feels like.
Yeah.
I went outside and fucking ran like 20 laps. I didn't, I mean, I just kept running. I fucking felt good.
Yeah.
Instead of going in circles and fucking 12 fucking feet and just going fucking, you know what I mean? It's just,
Yeah. You ran.
you know, did that for fucking over a decade, man.
And the first thing you did is you got
out there and fucking hit that. Yeah, I almost had a goddamn heat stroke. It was so hot in Sentinella. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking 120 degrees over there, and I'm over there running laps and doing burpees and playing handball and fucking, you know what I mean? And it's fucking, all the homies are happy, eating ice creams and chilling. That's fucking cool, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
they hadn't seen an ice cream or of a soda in fucking some of those guys in over 30 years.
That's crazy, bro.
You know what I mean? That's fucked up, man. You know, and to not ever give anybody a chance at going home after, you know, they fucking, again, they've suffered and you've tortured these people. And there was motherfuckers, it's known, I can't think of the guy's name right now, but you guys were treating terrorists better than you were treating fucking Americans.
That's crazy, bro.
Terrorists that were fucking blowing shit up or whatever. You want to lock them up and you're going to treat us like this? When you built this system yourself and designed it this way, you're going to fucking treat people like this in America? You know what I'm saying? That's fucked up. You know, I mean, I'm sure you can relate to it. You've been busted, so you know how it is in there. I mean, do they give a fuck about anybody in there?
They doing what
they just throw you in there. They just throw you in there, and that's it. You're lost in that motherfucker. Until if you find your way out, you're lucky, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You are. Yeah, like I said, I was blessed. I was blessed to get out here, and I feel like I got hopefully this platform, somebody out there's fucking listening that can hopefully spark a fire or something or do something to actually fucking, you know, expose them people for who they are, because they're the ones that are fucking criminals. Shit, you don't do that to people.
Yeah.
It's wrong. You know what I mean? You don't do that to people, man. That's, you know, to me, it's you know, in a humane way, like for humanity to treat another human being, man, regardless of what they did or what. There's still some, you know, you still got to show some kind of compassion, unless you're just some fucking evil motherfucker or some crazy psychotic son of a bitch that fucking,
gets off on this shit.
Yeah, I understand it. You know what I mean? Some people are fucked off. I get it, man. But most aren't. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. You know what I want to do is are you down to take some phone calls?
Yeah.
Okay. And so, Casey, are we at a point to take to jump over to our?
You want to jump over to phone calls now and the members?
Yeah, we're gonna jump over to phone calls and the members.
So yeah, we're gonna end this live, and we're gonna get live in the members program. So if you're a YouTube,
Why they want to ask? What?
Yeah, they'll give you some calls. So you'll see that live if you join the YouTube members. It's in the description in this video.
And so if people want to reach out to you, brother, that aren't going to jump over to the other live we're going to do right now, something that we knew we were doing right here, brother. And I appreciate you riding with us on this. But how can people reach out to you, bro? Can people...
I mean, I got an Instagram, I got a Facebook, I got a phone number. I mean, I give them my phone number.
You want to shoot them your phone number right now?
Yeah, I'll shoot my phone number out there.
Yeah, go ahead and give me your...
I need me a good woman. That's what I need, man. I need me a good, you know?
Yeah, bro.
Man, they're going to catfish you. Don't put your number out there. They're going to catfish.
All right.
You got to do the Crocodile Dundee thing, bro.
What's
you know
that?
I mean?
Let me see. I never heard of that.
Remember the Crocodile Dundee?
What's that?
When he grabs the chick's
Oh,
crotch.
shit.
And make sure she's like,
Lucky's crazy out here.
No, nowadays, bro, you never know, bro. You know what I mean? You know, some of these... Yeah, they got...
it was funny style, man.
We call them avatars, bro.
Avatars. You don't know what the fuck you got. So you gotta do it. You gotta do that check right there.
Crocodile Dundee, bro.
The Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah.
You guys know who Crocodile Dundee is?
That's what all movie, bro.
Hey, watch. Look at the difference between generations here. These kids are bored as a motherfucker. They don't know what's going on right now. They're just fucking stoned and fucking, you know what I mean?
They chilling,
hungry.
Bro. They chilling.
You guys should go buy some food and come back and eat. I'm hungry. Go for some tacos. I'll give you some money. Shit. You guys hungry?
Yeah, I can always eat.
Here, I'll go buy. We could buy some good tacos. I'll buy them. That's how me. Shit.
Okay. Let's jump over. Let's jump over to our Baba.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Thank you, guys, man. We'll see you on the other side, the member side.